What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Well, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite Auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building. I got welcome to HDiiTV. Rob the man media, Mr. Shake My Hand. Nephew, what's good? We rocking with who?
I'm chilling. You rocking with your fave.
Bring the energy up. Bring the energy up.
Broke some eardrums.
Let's go. Mr. Shake My Hand, what's good?
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, listen. It's up. Let's get it.
Shout out to two-time Barbie. Call her two-time. Call Barbie two-time. They say call Barbie two-time. Yeah, the storm.
Two-time Barbie.
The storm cooked the storm cooked the Liberty. So there's that. But you say we wanted to talk All-Star. Let's go, nephew. Kick it off because you set the topic today. Let's go. What's up, y'all?
Oh yeah, I'm pissed off at All-Star, man.
Pissed off at the
what
All-Star,
I said, man. Look, Slim should have been an All-Star. She should have been in there, and then you also should have had either Jones or Hamby on there or Cloud. I thought that they should have had a couple people that shouldn't have been on there. To me, they didn't really put together a complete season. Look at what Slim's doing in Washington. She got them playing out of their mind. And then Brianna Jones, look, the last couple, maybe 4-5 games, and even early on, Brianna Jones been looking better than BG, and she been looking better than Ron Howard. She been looking better than a lot of these players out here. And everybody said she wasn't even finna do anything, really. They thought that, okay, she was finna come down here and, you know, she wasn't going to be that player they thought. She's actually giving them a balanced offense now in the post. So, like, when their perimeter, their three-pointer ain't falling, boom, dump it to Brianna. BG ain't really been giving you nothing. Like, she look like she done. Brianna come and pick up the slack. And then you also look at Slim. Not I already said Slim, but Kelsey Plum, look, man, I know everybody love Kelsey Plum, two-time champion. She did her thing out there in Vegas, but look, I don't think she should have been in there to me. I think you could have replaced her with the De'Erica. I think De'Erica has done more for that team than she has. She's done a lot more rebounding, being a leader this year. She's been holding everybody together. Because everybody, like, where they be about to say, man, F this, she's still keeping them up. Also, Azare Stevens should have been on this list, too. Stevens been balling. She been balling. Like, look, I know we talk about forehead, but look, I'm calling her Miss Stevens. She done upgraded from forehead. She's been, man, look, when that offense gets sluggish or it stays stagnant, Azure be out there all three levels scoring. She'll put it on the floor. She'll shoot the midi. She'll shoot the three. She's giving them balance on that team. What's been letting them down to me is the coach, one, Lynn Roberts, the sets, that's two, and then Kelsey Plum. So that's how I feel. And I feel Skylar Diggins should be a starter, period. And Alyssa Thomas. Both of them should have been starters, period, to me.
That's the disrespect I saw was Alyssa Thomas. What you
got? So that's how I got.
I mean, the Blade one was AT not being a starter, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. But there's a narrative they trying to
push. Auntie, I'm going to come right back in.
There's a narrative they trying to push. But I seen somebody drop something in the chat. Hey, we're going to talk about the situation with Crystal Bradford in the interview. We gonna talk about that. What tomorrow says? Are we talking about it tomorrow?
Yeah. We're gonna do a whole show on that. If you haven't checked it out.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna deep dive.
What I see, Rob, especially what I see here is just the narrative that this is a league. This is a league that white guards can dominate. But I don't know if y'all want to have that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, that's a push. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to push it and throw it right in our face. And now it's like, so when you look the way the fans voted and then you look at the way the media and the players voted, it was the complete opposite, right? Who the fans wanted and what the the players and the media wanted. So that's kind of why some of these players got screwed and not being an all-star. I agree with Asbury Stevenson should have been an all-star. To be honest with you, Asbury Stevenson been playing better than Plum has. To be honest with you,
way better, Rob. Yeah,
when you take that into account, but it's like, here's the bad part, right? It's got to be some type of balance. So when you did the starters, right, you put 4 guards, six bigs, and then reserves is 6 guards and 4 bigs. So it's like, what are we really doing? As far as like, there is not a equal balance system of what they're trying to do, but the way the media and the players voted, it cost some people not being in the All-Star game.
Agreed.
You know what the biggest problem is? It was definitely some rookies, and it was definitely some second-year players that should have been able to participate in All-Star Weekend. But they should be participating in like a rookies versus sophomores type of game.
Yeah, that's what I want, Auntie. Yeah.
And then have an all-star game, right? Because part of it is popularity, right? Part of it is just who you want to see around All-Star Weekend hanging with your other favorite players. But part of it, too, is especially in the WNBA with us, we want to see a good game. We want to see the people that's been hooping. So to me, what y'all need to have, and it ain't like they got a whole lot of other shit going on for All-Star Weekend, is
right
a rookie sophomore type game, however you make that up, right? Maybe you do something where people within the first 5 years, whatever it is, right? Because it may not be enough rookies and sophomores to just have that type of game.
Yeah, it's not last year's class. It's not a lot, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of Angel, the only other sophomores balling and people can get mad is Sheldon and Camilla. Those are the only other two I see sophomores.
But here's what you could have did though. You could have took the first and second year players versus the third year and fourth year players.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Up to 5 years. That's
I like that, Rob. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Up to 5 years, and you put that pool together and have them play.
And put them up against
the game shouldn't be called rookies versus veterans. That's not.
No,
that's why we say the first. That's why we say the first 5 year players.
Yeah, it's
your best out of them. Let them play a game Saturday night or whatever, Friday night, and then your game the next day.
Listen, you call it the Rising Stars. You know what I'm saying? Your first two. Don't call
it the Rising Stars. The NBA did that shit already. Brand your own shit. Don't call it Rising Stars. I'm sorry, Rob. No, don't call it that. The NBA did that already. Move away from that. Do your own thing, women. Is five
yeah,
up to 5 years?
I'm just giving a picture. I'm giving a picture for everybody.
I'm just giving you a hard time because the NBA did it before. That's all. I
really don't give a damn what they call it, but when you look at, you know what I'm saying, how you got to do it with you talking about playing your first 2 years and then your 3-4 years players in there. That game would be that game would be more interesting than the actual All-Star game would be.
But it would also bring out your social media fans, right? Your people that your fans that got really big social media followers.
The battle of the social media followers. Right.
Something like that. Right. Something like that gets people engaged. I like it. But something that's gonna bring that crowd, that's gonna bring the hoopers, and then it's gonna bring the money. You know what I'm saying? Because what you ultimately trying to get down to is the money. So that's what I like.
Right.
Social media versus the present.
Yeah, something. I don't know, something.
Hey, listen,
you gotta do something.
Here's the thing, though. If you tie something with social media into that game, it would take it to another level to piece that. Because like my mind envisioning that game being played, like, hey man, how can I tie this back to social media? I don't even want no captains. Hey man, you're in the first and second year, take the best players, and year 3, year 4, take the best players, and let's.
You know what they gotta look like, Rob? You know what they gotta look like? Overtime select. You got to have somebody on the court. We got yo, something going on. You got what they saying in the chat. Oh, they said such and such in the chat. That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's the engagement that you need at a WNBA All-Star Weekend, because it ain't enough teams for people to be like, yo, I seen you when you came to my city. It ain't but 13 cities that you go to.
Yep.
So it ain't enough cities for everybody to see it, man. Everybody is engaging in your shit virtually on YouTube, on highlights, on clips. So you have to give it back to them where they're meeting, where they meeting your product at. So put the shit on social media. Make it about social media. Engage them damn platforms.
Man, all I'm saying is that and plus, like, get some of these players, like you were saying, involved with all stars, like shooting the threes, the skills challenge. Like, I want to see Rakia in the skills challenge if she's not playing an all-star game. I want to see JC Sheldon shooting up some threes. I want to see different people, you know, playing the game. Like, so we can start pushing these players into the next generation of talent. Because look, in about 4 years or 5, it's going to be a battle of who's the best post between Angel and Miller and Stevens and Kiki. So we got to start pushing these out there. We got to push this competition out there to make the game even better. And in the All-Stars, like I said, we got to do something better. Like, we got to do like the first 2 years or 3 years against, like you were saying. We got to get that going because we need to try to open this game up to more people. And hey, I wouldn't mind playing overseas players, getting like players who ain't in the league right now, having it like the first 2 years or 3 years in the league versus them. Like, that could be something interesting too. I want to see that.
Hey, I think they should have stole a page out of Unrival's book and did Queen of the Court 1v1s. You pick four players, right? Hey, game to 7. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Just for something to switch up from what you're seeing. Or 2v2, right? Instead of doing, you know, hey man, you pick the best 2 versus the best 2, right? You take the 2 lists. Take the 2 rookies off Washington, put them up against 2 people, like, and let the social media decide, hey man, who the best 2 combinations you want to see that's not like all-star starters, right? That doesn't put another obligation on somebody that's not in the game, and let the fans pick out who they want to see play with each other and allow that to happen, man. It's got to be some type of more of engagement to the piece of the. That's what gets the all-star.
So, Rob, I think that you can build that. I think you can build that into. Not to cut you off, but I don't want to miss this right here. Build that into the Commissioner's Cup as like a whatever the quarter or semis, and then who that 2v2 you talking about, have some of that take place at the Commissioner Cup day 2, right? Because ain't no other teams playing, and then have your finalists play at the All-Star. So now you really engaged. Now you got some shit that you talking about from the beginning of the season all the way through All-Star that got everybody voting, engaging, talking about their players, watching every game, that type of shit. So put your 2v2 teams together, have however many of them play at Commissioner Cup day, and then the finalists play the next week. That's what I love it. I love it.
All right, listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, me as a commissioner, me as a commissioner, I really would have like changed a lot of things. Like, I would have like, hey man, let's do a South Carolina versus a UConn, you know what I'm saying, game before the All-Star game. Like, think outside the box. Who are the most players that's represented in the league by what school, and make them against each other, right? To represent the league, you know, like do something different, and then have like a
what's up, Motor City MIA?
Have a Gino come back and coach him. Have a Don come back and coach him, so you can bridge the 2 gaps.
Because I want to get the college.
I started the petition for that. I want to get 2 seasons ago.
I want the college. I want the college to. I would like that. I want the college and the. Because that will make it more easier, Auntie, for when these players come in, it'll be easier for them to transfer right to the WNBA because you're welcoming that. This commissioner, I'm sorry, like, this is a terrible commissioner. Like, it's like she's out of touch. Like, she's there, but she's not there, if that make any sense. Like, she don't know what's going on in her league because what you suggested, Rob suggested, these are shit. When you watched Unrivaled, you were there at Unrivaled. You showed up. Like, you should have took some ideas from there to say, okay, bet this is what we need to do. This is how we need to push forward with the league. She's not doing that. It's like they put all their eggs on one player. So-called player hasn't been healthy, been out. I don't even know if she's going to play that many minutes in the All-Star game because supposedly this mysterious injury. First it was this, now it's this. you know, now you got certain fan bases like not turning in because of that. So again, I think she's handled this very poorly. And I believe that I think they need to go into the next coming years, not right now, because I know they're just going to the CBA negotiation, but they're going to have to think about after the CBA, like how they can get another GM in there, not GM, excuse me, another commissioner in there who knows how to bridge the gap between the older players and the younger players, because look, your league is going to be full of nothing but young players in about 3 to 5 years. Like the old guard is going to be gone. Like you'll probably have Asia will probably be the elder statesman in like 3 to 5 years, and then everybody else is under her. So again, we got to change the commissioner out. She's not really doing anything to push the game forward.
Well, sorry, mistaken. That ain't gonna happen. You know why it ain't gonna happen? Because she keep hiring and employing anybody that's gonna help her stay the commissioner.
I know. Yeah.
That's who's getting expansion cities. So, hey, it just.
Well, I'm just putting it out there because people listen to us. Because a lot of these people have been taken from us. Carolyn Peck is starting to take from all of us and the other shows I'm on. Like all these people listening to what we're saying. So I'm trying to put it out there so an idiot can get an idea like, maybe they're right. Let's start interviewing, like not in the open, but you know, behind the scenes. Like, let's start looking for somebody and see like how they can make this better. Like have them come in, you know how somebody come in and pitch you something, like want to see where their mind is at and how we can implement something. Because look at what Adam Silver did. Adam Silver was with David Stern from like way back when to now.
Yeah, we don't want any of them though. But check this out. There isn't like she became the commissioner in 2019, y'all. She doesn't have. There's no term. There's no fixed contract length. Nope. She's just the commissioner. Till she ain't the commissioner no more. That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
You know who got to vote? You know who got to vote you off from being a commissioner? The owners.
The owners.
And you think they're gonna vote you out when you keep patting their
they're bringing more NBA attached owners to be able to keep you there. So this is why the CBA is so important. I don't want to make this CBA show. And I don't think they got to be supposed to be all stars. What's up, J Spot?
J Spot, what's the word? Hey, listen.
What's up, baby? What's up?
That's the key thing, though. The people don't realize is that the commissioner don't got to. As long as she keep bringing the owners deals, as long as she keep patting their pockets, she ain't got to go nowhere. So the only thing we can do is just keep voicing it, but it's got to go viral, and there's got to be enough people behind it for it to change. Otherwise, it's not going to change. Because as much as the players complaining about stuff, it's going to take a village to make it happen. Just what it is.
These owners here, like, and then also I don't like. I understand you got some NBA teams who own it, but some of these other places, some of these teams, if they could get an owner like that's separated from the NBA, who can innovate and come in and bring some things, it would help out a lot for the league.
But this is what's happening, though, nephew, right? The owners are going to come together and make decisions about how the league move, right? So what they did was they realized, these independent thinkers are outvoting us in these situations. So what did they do? They went and said, we're going to expand. It looked good. We get new teams. But every team that they brought in, they attached to what? An NBA. Another NBA owner. So that they can control the vote in the room. It ain't about the expansion. It's about the control.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to make this a poly sports show. But y'all check us out. Me and Lil breaking this shit down for y'all because they're taking the power from the players right in front of our face, and we're clapping like it's a celebration. Like, yay, we're getting another team. But really what you're getting is less power for these players. And so watch this shit in front of your face.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want the Cleveland Rockers coming. I rather had the Tennessee team because that was Candace and they group. But they went and got Cleveland.
Hell no. They said we bet you, not you. They told Jason Tatum, not you.
They wasn't going to St. Louis because Jason Tatum had that. Like anybody that got that some type of player, they ain't trying to let them have no control because they can go.
I understand that. No, I understand that. I know that, Rob. I'm just saying, like, that's why I wanted like a Candace to do it because it would have been better for the league if Candace would have brought her team in. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you want, I think the W, like they need to figure out a way, like the players got to come together and say, you know what, we got to come together and try to combat this and push this back to try to get some of our players who left to let them get these teams and open up these cities and open up these doors. Because until then, the W going to be ran the same way it's going to be ran, which is a shit show and not going nowhere.
I feel you, HD, but how long, I mean, how far do you got to be out the league for some of these players? Because some of these players, they have an old mentality too. So them getting a team, does that really make too much sense?
I'm talking about getting the players. I'm talking about getting the players who are independent, not a D Wade type of player, but a player more like how Kobe had before he passed away. Kobe was moving in the direction of self-ownership of his own company, his own shoes and everything. And he was going to empower the next generation of players to take that route because Nike didn't want to do a deal with him. So he said, you know what, I'll just do my own deal. So we need more people like that are players who will think like that.
Most of these players that are coming into the WNBA are paying their money to shut up. They're okay coming in to be silent partners. They're not coming in to shake anything up. They're coming in because they see it's a money grab. It's not a grow the league. It's not a push women's hoops further. That's not why they coming around. They coming around because it's a money grab. So those are, but the people who are coming around who are trying to push the league like you're talking about are the ones that they said no to.
Hey, hold on. Ghost, don't lie on my name, Ghost. Don't lie on my name. Now you lying. Don't lie on my name, my nigga. You lucky you in this chat, because I would have blasted you real brief. I've never said Angel needs to be a 50 and 20. Angel just needs to be 15, 12, and 10 if she could do that. That's fine. So I don't want to, nobody says she got to put up 50. See, yo dumbass, now I'm going to expose your dumbass. Yo dumbass basically making it seem like that Angel can't score and facilitate and assist the team. All Angel got to do is have between 5 to 8 jump shots a night, sometimes 8 to 10. She don't need to shoot 15 to 20 because she's not no damn Kelsey Plum and she's not no damn Chelsea Gray. That's not her game. All we need her to do is to take those shots. So if you're open from the mid-range and you're taking that shots, who does that alleviate for on the floor? Camilla, E. Will when she's in, Kia Nurse, and all of them. You making it seem like we were saying that she needed to be 50 and 20 a night. Why? That's not her game. So that's how I know you don't know basketball. So what are we talking about?
Check this out, Ghost. Hey, listen.
Ghost said it was a joke. I don't think.
Okay. Okay, because I don't jokey joke. Where I'm from, I don't jokey joke. I shoot first and then talk later. Yeah, that's me.
Ghost came back and said it was just a joke. It was just a joke.
Like I don't play. Like I don't play. Like I don't play. Like these two up here, I joke with them because I know them. Y'all niggas in the chat, I don't know y'all niggas. Like y'all get shot effing with me. Like I'm different. My mindset different. I'm on go mode all day. I'm on go mode.
When nephew was telling y'all this, and just like me, I don't play all the time. It's some stuff when I don't
play. I'm not. I'm a grown ass man.
There's another thing too that I don't think y'all get is like sometimes, and I do it myself. Sometimes I have to come back and be like, "Yo, my bad," because we see so much bullshit up here. We pushing back on real bullshit. We pushing back on narrative. So sometimes even when it come off as a joke, shit, I didn't even see it like that. And I see it so much that I gotta correct it. I can't even let it stand as a joke. So
yeah, because what happens is this. What happens is this. There's other people who don't joke. They're gonna take that bullshit you just said. I'm still gonna call it bullshit. I don't care if you in your feelings. F your feelings for real though. They gonna take that bullshit and run to another chat and say that.
Exactly. And that's
so no. I gotta shoot that shit down. I gotta shoot that shit down when I'm there. When I'm around,
go right
you
over
gotta
there and
get
be
shot
like,
down.
Oh, on Say Less Mean More, they said, welcome to HDi.
Right.
That said, Rob said.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What up, MJ? AB said,
What you shooting?
You know me.
Oh, I'm
AB
Kia.
said,
I'm Kia. Oh, Kia, I'm taking out quails. I'm taking out, you know what I'm saying, deer, and I'm taking out bitch ass people. You know, it's a hard job, but somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it.
We just dropped the link, you know what I'm saying? We ain't did it in some Sundays. So we just dropped the link for people to pull up.
Was it a drive-by? I don't do drive-bys, MJ. To me, that's a coward's move. I go face up personal. I don't do drive-bys. Because that means innocent people to get involved. And I'm aiming at you.
Rick, we saw your question. We couldn't help you with it. That's why we didn't answer. We don't know. Ask. If you asking us, you need to work on your ribs.
Right.
Oh,
no, I don't do a walk by. I go to your face, bro. I don't walk by, drive. I don't do nothing by. I do it. I do it.
We're gonna drop the link on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You want to come give your thoughts about, you know, the All-Star, who you like, who should be in the game, who shouldn't. Before y'all come up here. You come up here in ignorance, I'm telling you, we gonna just dismiss you. So man, we're gonna open this thing up for anybody, you know what I'm saying, you want to join this Sunday, you know.
It wasn't even about you being rude. It was just this ain't, we can't help you with that.
Nations of fever. You a bitch and your daddy was one. You should have had your mama swallow you, Nations of fever. You should have swallowed your mom should have swallowed you, bro. You a waste of space in this world, bro.
Hey, if y'all over here, whoever this is in my chat, coming over here telling them what another content creator said about somebody, man,
I don't care. I don't care about that content creator either.
I ain't on that. I'm not on that.
I don't care about that either.
So I need one of my wrenches to get them out my chat. I don't care. Content creators is content creators. But don't send messages. If they got something to say, tell them come say it. But I don't do that. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
If you've been here before. That ain't what this is. Don't reach around and rinse them up.
Right.
And get up out of here.
You naming names that I'll slaughter on my worst day.
All right, Rick,
like, come on.
Rick. I think it's me, myself, and I, something like that. Whoever that is that's talking about what
I don't know what he's talking about, but like I said, dude don't want no smoke, man. Like, stop playing.
We over here to talk hoops. I don't even.
Right. We don't care about all that. We don't beef for nothing. We say what we say about sports and we move on. Y'all want to come on here and make it something else that y'all not even like that in real life. So y'all come up here to try to feel important because we mentioned your name. Like, stop playing. My nieces got more heart than most of you bitch ass niggas on the internet. I'm just being real. They do. And they kids.
Hey, man, leave them people alone, man. Hey, listen, how you feel about, you know what I'm saying, the Sky play tonight? What's your thoughts?
I think the Sky can beat them by 3. Elena Smith is questionable. It's gonna be Angel, possibly E Will again. I believe they're gonna dominate the paint. The problem with the Sky hasn't been the paint; it's been mainly the perimeter. I think they got something going where they got Angel bringing the ball up, facilitating, and Rachel Bannum. Look, I've been hard on Rachel Bannum. Rachel Bannum the last 4 games has had a low turnover percentage, and she's been able to move the ball. So, like I said, Courtney, at this last game she had, before that last game, Courtney was playing like shit. Like, she was getting benched during the game for Natisha Heidemann because she was turning the ball over and she was missing her shots. If you keep her from getting in rhythm early, because I'm not Kayla McBuckets, as long as you don't let her wake up, you'll win that matchup, because for some reason, Kayla I don't fear Kayla. Like, what she'll do is she'll come and, like, she just sits there. She don't really do anything. She just plays defense and that's it. And then also Heidemann is very streaky. So if we keep the game like within, like in the paint and all of that, we can win this, because of what I've noticed is if you get physical with Minnesota and you get physical with Nafisa Collier, they are not the same player. And also, Nafisa Collier has not been the MVP this year. She has not played her to her level. So I'm tired of y'all trying to say she's better than Asia. She is not. She has been terrible in big games where she's playing against post players like an Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard. Now she's going to play against Angel. She has not been doing well against post players like that. So that's how I look at it. I think we can win by 3 if we do those things. Be physical with them. Don't turn the ball over. If the Sky don't turn the ball over, the Sky have actually been playing great when they don't turn the ball over, and they kept it down. So I think we can beat Minnesota. I think Minnesota's fraudulent, Rob. I told you that from the beginning of the year. I didn't think me and you agreed on this. They didn't get nobody in the offseason, Rob. And then Peely, let's just be honest, dog. Like, what is Peely? Are you a 4 or a 3? Like, which one are you? Because her minutes are getting lower and lower each game. Diamond Miller, if Diamond Miller isn't bringing you that energy or getting you no hustle plays, she's going to be back on the bench. Shepard's okay, but I think E. Will can match up with Shepard well because of her size, and she could put that forearm in her back, kind of get her all discombobulated. And I just don't trust Minnesota, man. I just don't like their team. I think that's why I didn't really have them like in the top 3 or 4 teams. I thought the Storm could be better than them as well. So I think the Sky could win this by 3 or maybe 4 at best. I think they'll pull off the win.
So do I think Minnesota's the best team? No, by no means, right?
Yeah.
Also, they've been able to get out of certain games with certain calls being made throughout the game to help them get victories that they rightfully earn. But it is what it is, right? It's a W, right? They're going to push what they want to push, but they got to push up Minnesota, right? It's quote unquote, that's who they're trying to make as America's team right now, right? Minnesota, right? Look at who the coach is. Look at
You think they're trying to make Minnesota? You think they're trying to make Minnesota America's team?
Hold on. Kia High Life. I do let people on my show. Rob has been on my show plenty of times. There's been Jeremy, who's on here all the time. He was on my show the other day. Like, that's a lie.
So
I always have people on my panel.
Is it true that you don't let your guests on the panel cuss when they up there?
Oh, no, I don't let them use the F-bomb. You can't use the F-bomb on my channel. But you can say shit, kiss my ass. You can say that. You just can't say the F-bomb. We can't use no the phobic words or the PD words on there. Other than that, you straight. You can talk your shit. No, my bad, Kia. I misread the question. That's my fault. I apologize.
Okay.
I misread the question, Kia.
Now let's get started today. Kia coming off the bench.
Yeah, that's true. She's Smith is starting.
So are y'all excited?
Yeah, Smith need to be the 5. I already said that. Y'all need to put Smith at the 5 and go from there. But they need to get rid of Jewel Lloyd. That's the move they should have did was that. But yeah, like Rob was saying, Minnesota, they're giving Minnesota's playing like they're champions. Like they're playing like they're already champions. Like don't you get that when you see them like Nafisa and them? They walk around like they're champions and they won.
Yeah, and they ain't won nothing.
And they ain't won shit. Like that's all they've been doing. The Fever do that same bullshit too. The Fever are doing it. Like they won something.
You know why they want Minnesota to be the America's team? Because they out there two-stepping, line dancing. They going what the wave is with America, how they mixing everything up and meshing everything for line dancing, and that's what's popular right now. That's what the W's running with. That's why they're America's team right now. Why they're trying to persuade them to be America's team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So my problem with Minnesota is like, what does Nafisa have a? Let me ask y'all. Does Nafisa have a better resume than Stewie?
No.
Does she have a better resume than JJ? Does she have a better resume than JJ?
Here's the part that you missing. We talking about net worth. We talking about what your household income is. See, you ain't talking about the right things. And you can smack your lips, nephew. But bottom line is, Nafisa get the love she get because of what her network is. When you look at her household, what is the power of that dollar in that household?
I understand that. But my point is, I don't respect their team. I don't respect them. The coach gets respect because she won 4 already. And sometimes I don't even give her that because you had Maya Moore and Simone Augustus in them. So all I'm saying is, if you're the coach and you've won these championships, I would have been addressed the elephant in the room. Why are y'all acting like we won something? Like they haven't won anything. Like they think because of that bad call, they think, okay, we still should be champions, even though we didn't win. They're not playing with a hunger, Auntie. That's all I'm saying. They're not playing like we lost. They're not playing with it.
What has he done without
losers to do winner shit? That's why. We continue to allow losers to do winner shit. Stop
right.
You got them on TV like they win it. They ain't won.
What has she done?
And the Chicago, you say Chicago got a weird schedule. Yes, they gonna everybody finna play them 4 times, 5 times. You know why? Because Angel Reese is the fucking draw. And if that don't tell you, if that don't tell you, well, shit else tell you. How many times they playing Angel? Go look at how many times Minnesota gonna play Angel.
3 times, I think. 3 or 4.
How many times they gonna play Chicago? It's the fucking draw in this league.
Within 15 days,
they'll tell you that she ain't the one bringing the eyes. But if you look at how these schedules go, who they playing?
I just got this real question about Reese. Like, what has she done without 2 stars on the team?
Who? Reese?
Reese. What has she done without 2 stars on the team?
She hasn't done nothing. That's my point. She hasn't done anything. That's what I'm saying. Like I question her coaching because you got to think about it. The league hasn't had multitude of a lot of coaches in this league because it's been like a revolving door. So she's never really had to be challenged, in my opinion. And now it's like her team, if you're a championship coach, I'm addressing my team differently. Like, she's letting them be like who they are. And it's like, you didn't win nothing. It's like, she feels like she's won, but you ain't won nothing since arguably the greatest woman basketball player ever left. I'm just saying, like, I'm not seeing the fire from this team. I see more fire from the Storm. Every time Skylar on that court, she trying to unalive everybody because she's hungry. She knows I got to win. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being not put in the top point guard list. I don't see that from anybody else on that Minnesota Lynx team. I don't see it. Like Nafisa, like if she's not front running, I don't think that she's really like, I don't think you're really concerned with her if she's not front running. That's just how I look at her.
You know, the Minnesota's front runner, right? When the pressure gets put on and it's time to show up and play real hoops, they come on small every time. It's what it is, right?
They do.
The problem with Seattle is not the players, it's the coaching staff. They can't get it done because of the coaching staff. Just it's the time gonna come, right? When it gets time to crunch time and it's time for Quinn to coach, that's what they're gonna feel at.
I mean, I feel you, but if they play against the Minnesota, I think the Storm will beat Minnesota. I just think they will. Gabby Williams is turning in, to me, I got her up for DPOY along with Thornton, Asia, and Angel. Like, those are my 4 DPOYs right now.
HD, tell me what's the difference between Seattle and LA?
Who, the Sparks?
Yeah, tell me what's the difference.
Talking about with the difference? The difference is they have a leader on the floor. They don't have a leader in LA. There's just a bunch of talent players that just go out there to play and just hope whoever get hot wins the game. Seattle, it ends with Skylar and it starts with Skylar. If Skylar's not on her A game, leading or firing that team up, they're going to get beat. That's just how they play.
But I think they beat Minnesota purely with they interior.
Yeah, I think they beat Minnesota because like Skylar and them is like dogs. They're ready to tear, like Skylar ready to tear you up.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I ask you. Malonga, the Malonga that we saw today, if she's able to stay on the trajectory that she was on today, who the hell in Minnesota gonna do something with that?
I don't see much. I don't see many.
That's what I wonder. When you talk about Seattle versus Minnesota, I don't think Minnesota can match up with Seattle's bigs.
Yeah, but what did Minnesota do? Who did Minnesota bring in? Like, what did they bring in to say, okay, this team could get over the top? I think Minnesota took a step back before the season started. Like, I'm with Rob. I'm with Rob. When Rob said it, when Rob said it, and then I went someone, they just, Auntie, what have they done? Because look, Rob, I've been watching Minnesota since preseason. I didn't like how they looked in preseason. They just didn't look to me like they were hungry.
I've never been on Minnesota. I've never been a believer. So
right.
You know why I brought up LA for in this situation? Because LA and Seattle are the same goddamn team. Exactly the same damn team. The only difference is really that Seattle has a little bit better coaching than LA does. They're the exact same team. When you cross the board, look at talent for talent, look at the starting lineup for starting lineup, look at the bench for bench, it's the exact same team. It's just one coach sucks more than the other. That's the difference. They're built structurally the same exact way.
I don't know, because look, think about it.
Just go through it.
Okay, Gabby, to me, Rakia is not a 3 to me. Rakia would be better at the 2. That's just my personal opinion. I think Gabby's a better 3 than Rakia is. Rakia is a better 2 to me because she's a better scorer and she has more skill to me offensively than Gabby could ever wish in her life. So that's what I look at. Azare, I love Azare. She's balling, but Ezzy just defensively, that she's just the beast. Like, so I can cancel that out. Then you got NECA, and then who? I'm taking NECA way over De'Erica any day of the week.
Hey, listen, you can
so now we get down to it. Kelsey and Skylar Diggins.
Here's the thing, though. The way you putting that talent-wise, yeah, but stats-wise, they cancel each other out. All this cancel each other out. LA has a better lineup than Seattle does. Statistic-wise, that's what happens.
Offensively, yeah. They're a better offensive team than Seattle. Seattle's a better defensive team than them. That's the only difference. It's a cancellation in that. I agree with you on that, because Seattle's defense, LA's offense. So it cancels each other out.
LA really ain't that bad defensively. I'm telling you, the coaching staff is the biggest difference between those two teams. They have the exact same talent and across the board. Like, when you go stat for stat across the board, they break down evenly across the board. They are the exact same team. The only difference is coaching. That's it.
I don't know, dog. Like, I'm not a stat guy. Y'all, you and Sessa beat me on stats all day. I watched the game, and Seattle is way better than they're better to me than LA.
You got to look at them both. You got to do the eye test, and you got to look at the stats, to me. And that's why I say, when y'all holler Minnesota is some dogs, I want to look at it.
Who said Minnesota dogs? I didn't see that. No.
They said now. They're 11 dogs. They're 11 dogs now.
No, Minnesota's not any dogs. I don't see Minnesota as dogs.
Here's the thing, though, nephew. There's a lot of different dogs.
They can be dogs, but there's no dogs. You talking about they're cool?
Y'all gonna have to start calling out. Y'all gonna have to start calling out breeds and things for these dogs.
There's those dogs.
But
here's the thing. I'm never interested in having a pet bull. I've always had a pit bull. I don't do pet bulls. So all these pet bull dogs y'all talking about, I don't need them. I don't
look. Kayla McBride.
Hey, how you doing? I don't know them.
Kayla McBride's the only one on Minnesota that I could see as a dog, but they don't give her the ball enough. The ball is either Nafisa or Courtney or Elena Smith or Carlton dominant. Like, Kayla, to me, falls out of that lineup a lot of times, because Kayla, to me, should be the one you should go to down the stretch, because she hits. If you look at their past games and the past couple years, McBuckets has been the one to hit the big shots, like, out of everybody, and they just don't even really use them.
Stay consistent.
There you go. Labrador versus Pitbull. If you do for Golden State players, you would rank them close to last, but their sheer amount of energy, effort, and intensity wins them games. Who you talking about there? I don't know who we got right
Hey,
there.
listen, it's everybody's dogs out there, but there's levels to dogs. What kind of dog you talking about? That's what it comes down to. Everybody's dog.
There's a fee. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, and because I love Fee, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Fee disappoint. I don't think Fee's a superstar, bro, and I'm gonna tell you why. She don't give me superstar vibes. She just gives me a great cog. She just gives me a great cog in a system. Like if she's in a great system with a good rotation around her, like good players around her, Fee's gonna step up and she's gonna give you that 25 or that 31 game or 2 games. But as far as if I have her on a team, Dolo, like just her, I don't see her lifting a team up like Asia. Like if you look at the Fever game, Asia showed you like whenever I turn it on, like you little people can't F with me. Y'all can't F with me. I don't get that from Fee. I don't get her energy from Fee. I just don't see it.
You know what kind of energy she give out, nephew? Like she'll fight, but don't hit me in my face. Don't scratch on my face. You can fight, hit me anywhere, but don't hit me in my face.
Yeah.
A dog is in the fight.
Danae, why you want to fight me, Danae? Danae, don't beat me up. I ain't what I said.
You said go court with no dog. You got to say Courtney Williams is a dog. You said Courtney Williams said. You said
Courtney's tough. Courtney's tough. I don't see dog. I see she's tough. Courtney's very tough, but I don't see dog. I see toughness. She's very tough. Like I'll have Courtney on my team any day. I just don't see dog. I see toughness though. She's very tough. Like if I need her to do something, she'll do it. But I don't see her take the initiative of like doing that. I see more Kayla do it than her. But I love Court. I'm a huge Courtney Williams fan. I just don't see it. Like dog, I see toughness.
HD, you did all that explaining about Fee, right? And all you have to do is say, hey, just watch tonight. When a real dog step out on the floor, let's see what she do. That's all you have to say.
That's all I want to see.
The answer gonna tell you tonight. What? Hey, do you want to take that chance to guard an Angel? Because that's really who your matchup is. Don't run away from it. Don't duck it. Don't try to have somebody else check Angel. That's your responsibility tonight. Let's see who you really are. If you say you are who you are, let's see what it is tonight. That's the easy way you could explain it to everybody out there. Hey, she got to guard Angel. Let's see what she's talking about. If she can't guard Angel or she don't want that smoke with Angel, we know who you are. Don't come front running.
Like don't look at the ref to bail you out. When she played Aaliyah Boston, she disappointed me. She was looking at the ref to bail her out. AB, aka should be an MVP conversation, aka all business punked that whole Minnesota team. And Ari McDonald, like, look, Ari McDonald was taking Courtney and them to the shed all night. I'm sorry, her and Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell gets disrespected of any player I've ever seen. I've never seen a player who has bailed her team out so many times get treated like she's just a player there. I've never seen this before. If she was in the NBA, Kelsey Mitchell would get all the love in the world for her game. She don't get no love for her game at all. At all. I just don't get it.
We're not doing it wrong. It's all love, fam.
So how you feel about Paige being a starter in the All-Star game? How you feel about that?
Paige should be a starter. Paige should be a starter. Paige has been the best. She's been one of the best guards this year. Like, period. Like, I don't want to hear like it. Listen. Citron and Kiki are playing so great, but Paige is on another level. It's crazy. Them two are balling, but Paige is up here. And what makes Paige so different, Paige is doing it on all facets of the game. Rebounding, defending, assisting. When Isaiah James was going off, Paige said, keep going. With her on the jump ball, JJ, I'm going to tip it. Go. Those are things that show me your IQ is high. I don't think flat back end up there in Indiana. I don't think she had that IQ because she has more of a me. Paige has a we. This is what we need to do. Like we finna win. And when you say, look, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Arike, Dejanay, and some more vets get traded before the deadline. Because look, Quinterly, Page, and Isaiah, that is a dangerous three-headed monster that could be in 3 to 5 years the best trio in the league.
Have you been listening to me? Have you been listening to me?
No, I've been listen. I've been on Isaiah James forever. I told everybody, Isaiah James, Chicago needs to get her. Chicago needs to get Quinterly. Chicago needs to get Nye. I watch like you do, faithfully.
You know, listen, 3 games into the season, I told Sess, Arike and Dejanay need to sit down. I need to play them young pups. I said that 3 games into the season.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead. Listen. Arike don't want to be there. Go ahead, just go ahead and sit her down, get off.
Just let it go.
And just let it rock. You know what I'm saying? Because I already seen this coming a mile away before they even did what they did. I said, yeah, go ahead, let the young dogs rock. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like Page,
like out of there. You ain't gotta worry about these.
Listen, Scholar should be a starter. I know that it's a fan vote, it's a popularity contest, but Scholar should be a starter. And Page should be a starter. Kelsey should be a starter. Coming off the bench should be Sabrina. Sabrina should be coming off the bench. Kelsey Mitchell should be ahead of her right now. I'm sorry.
Your peers still have to vote you and the media. See, this what
I understand that. But I think the peers could be very biased. I just think they do. I think a lot of the peers. I really don't think they like when they chose Angel 12. I think they don't like Angel because Angel be busting their ass and making them work harder than what they want to work. I think they'd be like, man, we really don't want to go against that. Like that's too much energy I gotta exert. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of them they cool with her, but they not really cool with because you rank Kiki over her. But early on, Kiki was better. But overall season, Angel has been light years better than Kiki. It's not even close. So again, Slim, you vote Slim high, which I respect. Slim should be in here. To me, Slim should be in. Kelsey should be out. Plum should be out. Slim should be in. Because Slim, what she's been doing on both ends of the floor, Slim has been a beast. Like she's been out playing all these guards. Seriously,
like you take into account the fans. You got to take 25% into the media, 25% into the players.
But the fans are idiots, Rob. They idiots. Like let's be honest, they're idiots. They don't know. They're idiots.
You can't say they're idiots when they voted Angel Reed for it, and then the media and the players voted her 12th.
Okay, but see, no, I'm saying they're idiots in the sense of they're voting players that haven't earned it. That's what I'm saying. Angel has earned it, whether you're a fan or not. Hold on. Let me get this off. Whether you're a fan or not, it doesn't matter. Like me, I'm a fan, but I'm looking at what's in front of me. If you've been playing like Boo Boo, I'm not finna vote you in. I don't give a damn what your name is. So these fans are slanted because they're going off of fandom because they already don't know sports. Some of them don't. Like most of the majority of the fans don't know sports. Angel's fans, they know sports and they know her off the court stuff. And then other fans who may not like her, there's other fans that have made videos saying, "Oh, I'm a casual, but I like Angel Reese just by her mentality, how she plays like both ends." So you have fans like that, but the majority of these fans, they hate Angel, so they vote for Caitlyn. They hate Asia, so they vote for Fee. That's what they do.
It's not a basketball vote. It's a popularity contest.
Yes,
I understand that, but I can disagree with the popularity contest. I can disagree. I got a choice. I disagree with.
What I'm saying is, that's the problem. It's the criteria around the voting for the fans. Yes. There's no criteria. Who's your favorite?
And that's what I'm saying. The people who are voting, they don't know basketball. Some of them do know basketball, but the majority that were voting for like a CC, look, CC and Sabrina should not be starters. Like, I'm sorry, like y'all can keep saying popular, but if you watch the games, which a lot of these fans don't watch the games, they watch highlights, they watch clips, you would actually see that Skylar, Kelsey Mitchell, Slim,
Paige have been outplaying those two they got ahead of them. I'm just being honest.
So HD, so when do you hold the players and the media accountable?
I hold all of them accountable. I'm holding all of them accountable, Rob. The media, listen, the media is just like the fans to me. They only pick like who they like or because they don't watch the games. They don't. It's only a very few of us who are diehards. And then you got some casuals who actually do got a brain, who watches the games, who fall in love with a player like Asia, or fall in love with a player like Gabby Williams, or fall in love with a player like Kayla Thornton. Because listen, before this year, none of these fans knew about Kayla Thornton until I started talking about her. You started talking about her. Seth started talking. You had certain platforms talking about her. Now you got some fans who have a little bit of a brain. It's not a peanut, but it's bigger than a peanut. They actually are like, oh, okay, Kayla Thornton's good. I'm gonna start voting for her. So that's all I'm saying. It's like we have to start. This is why Kathy Engelberger needs to be fired. You have to showcase your talent. They're not showcasing their talent, Rob. People are only voting for CeCe because that's all they know. People are only voting for Fee because they want to try to diminish what Asia's been doing. But Asia got so many fans, she's still going to be there because that's Asia. That's damn near the GOAT or in the top 3 or 5. So of all time, not today, but all time. So that's all I'm saying.
But so the thing about it is, as much you can get on the fans, even if the fans get it wrong, the players and the media can fix it. That's the thing about it. It's the
but
same
that's
way.
what I'm telling you, Rob. The players have a bias. I just said that. Didn't I just say that? The players have a bias.
Yeah,
am I right or wrong?
Right, but here's the thing, though. You blame the fans when I'm like, it's really not the fans. It's more of the players and the media.
Rob, I'm blaming the fans, the media, and the players. That's who I'm blaming. I wasn't blaming one team. I was talking about the fans, but I said it before I went there, Rob. I blame everybody. The players have a bias because they got to play against you every night. There may be 5 or 10 players like, I'm tired of playing against this player. They keep busting my ass or they're making me work. So I'm going to try to vote them down because they got an underneath beef with them. So I know this. The media may not like a player because the player's not apologetic. Like Asia's confident black woman. I don't like her that much, but I gotta vote her 1 because she is this, or oh, I'm gonna vote her 12 because I just don't like her on the court. Like it looks thuggish to me. You got many people who really think that because I'm in journalism. I graduated with a journalist degree, so I talk to different journalists from papers and all over. And you have some who are like, I don't like her because she's black, or I don't like her because I ain't like the way she ain't say hi to me. That's what they do. So I blame everybody. This ain't just to the fans. It's to the media. It's to the players.
All right, so check this out, right? The media only votes their way because they ask you for an interview and you refuse to give it to them because you see the unapologetic
exactly
stuff. So they hold that against you. So it's not always they don't like it. It's because, hey, man, they asked you for something and you denied it because you see the type of articles they write and you don't want to be a part of it. So that plays a huge part, right? It's just like
exactly
right now, right? Hey, you didn't want to do this, right? And then you upset because ain't nobody out here blowing up your name or blowing up your platform, but the person that's trying to help you blow it up, you just throw us out the window. So I get it, but you know what I'm saying? Because everybody not gonna agree upon who their favorite players in the league. A lot of the media, they just gonna ask questions because that's their job. They ain't truly watching the game. Because if they were, the questions they ask will be truly based upon the game and what they see.
Exactly, Rob. That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what I'm saying. You're right. I agree with you. You are 1,000,000% right because they don't watch the game. That's all I was saying. None of them do. I understand. Oh, the Ace is finna blow the sun out. Nalissa Smith should have 15 rebounds tonight, but I don't want to say that because Auntie will be like, nephew, remember you said?
Right. I mean, right now it's the Jackie Young show right now.
Hey, listen, Jackie Young, look. Hey, Jackie Young, look, I'm going to say it right here, y'all people in the chat. I don't care about you or your mama, your daddy, your grandpeople. Listen, Jackie Young, the best guard in the league. Fight with your daddy, your mama, and all of them. I'm done. I had to say that. I had the mic drop real quick. That's all I had to say. Because y'all been playing with my dog J.O., aka Jack name. I don't know why.
Listen, if that's your guard, you can have her. But I'll see you at the park with Alicia Gray. See when you're ready to play. You can have her as your best guard in the league if you want to.
I will.
I see you at the park with Alicia Gray.
I will tell Alicia Gray don't disappear sometimes. I'm just letting you know.
We standing out here at the 3, busting your ass. Busting your ass. You better make sure Jackie wear a purple scrunchie. I told you it's a thing now.
All right, bet. We'll see when they play. I love
Jackie, but
I love Alicia.
If I had to choose between Jackie and Alicia, I'm choosing Alicia every day and twice on Sunday.
I don't know, man. Alicia take too many back seats to me. I need somebody who's gonna throw that thing up. She take too many back seats.
But is she taking the back seat, or is it more the way they design the offense to try to run it to Ryan Howard?
I think it's a back seat. No, I think it's a back seat because they go games without even passing her the ball. And Alicia Gray has been in the league a while. She has earned the right to say, look, give me the goddamn ball, move out the way. She's earned it. You can say whatever you want. Alicia's earned it. And sometimes to me, she bows out to me sometimes. And I need her to say, look, stand your ass in the corner. I got this. Because when that Alicia Gray turns on, Auntie's right. That's the best guard in the league. When she turn it on and you can't touch her, and like she's like, look, and she talking her shit, she got that fire. That's the Alicia Gray. But it's too many games I see. She like, you go ahead. I'm like, come on, Leash, take that ball and shoot that shit.
You must have been watching Jackie Young this year then. Because there's been a lot of that.
I've been watching Jackie Young. Jackie Young been jacking it up. She been jacking it up. The problem with y'all, no, she has. The problem with y'all is, I told you, Rob, y'all didn't go get a wing and y'all didn't get a post who can help Asia out. That's your problem. Is Jewel Lloyd, Kiki, and your sorry ass bench. Your sorry ass bench is the problem.
That's not the issue, man.
Y'all should have fired Becky 3 games ago. Becky should have been with her walking papers out the door. You know that. Come on. Stop playing.
That's not the issue. That's not the issue, man. It's not.
What's the issue then? You just got rid of Jordan Holmes. Whoa, hold on. You traded for Nalissa Smith, who has been getting destroyed by every damn post damn near in the league. You go get Nalissa Smith for a first-round pick?
Yes, because we're looking for a Richard Pryor.
Yeah, hello. He don't know, Chris. He don't know yet. He don't know. That's why let him get it off, because he don't know. That's why let him get it off, because he don't know.
Well, yeah, we looking for a Richard Pryor around this.
Hey, that's what we looking for.
Oh my God,
you didn't see the job posting that we put out. Now I don't know what the job poster said. I know why they went and got her. We looking for Richard Pryor.
They're not looking for no bench players, man. They looking for people that can just do comedy on the bench. You know what I'm saying? And listen, HD, you got one job, well, 2 jobs. The only job you gotta do is come in and play defense and rebound. That's the only job you got. You can't shoot the ball, you can't do nothing, you come right back out the game. Hey, listen, this is documented information.
Documented. Oh, I didn't make this up.
That
was fact. That came out somebody's mouth that was there. They said they wanted me to be Richard Pryor. Okay. I ain't make that up. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't meant to be funny. That was serious. That young lady said they wanted me to be Richard Pryor. Yeah, Danielle Jordan. You seen it?
Yeah.
Say it. I ain't gonna say the name. Y'all better go find that interview.
This is why I said, Auntie, Hall of Fame coaches get fired too. That's all I got to say, man.
Hey, but see, here's the thing, though.
Remember me?
Hey, let me tell you something, HD.
I've been raising my hand, asking y'all to tell me about the time Becky Hammond coached the shit out of any game since last season. I've been waiting. Y'all ain't told me yet.
Hey, HD, you want to know the real problem is?
What's up?
Remember earlier this season when I said we look exactly like we did last year? We didn't fix shit that we did last year. Whole bunch of talk. Everybody was like, hold on, it's coming. Nah, the fuck it ain't. I told y'all. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray. I told y'all. That was like getting
What's
healthy.
up, Rob? Rob, what you were saying, Rob?
It's fucked up over here.
You want me to tell you what the real issue is?
That man ain't
What's
exhausted.
the issue?
Time for what? Time for what? Riding Asia's goddamn back. Don't get me started about Becky Hammond. Hammond ain't tired. Time for what?
No,
Tell me about the time Becky coached anything. Tell me about the practice that you see. Let me tell y'all something. And Rob probably was gonna tell y'all, but I'm just going to say it because he ain't said it yet. Becky don't even bring a goddamn whistle to practice. Somebody pull up. I got a prize for somebody that can pull up a picture with Becky with a goddamn whistle in her mouth at any time in the WNBA. Practice anytime. Pull it up.
Listen, I said this last year. I said this last week on the show. Look, Becky thinks she's Popovich, dog. And it's like, she thinks like, whatever I do, you better do. Like, she just feels she could win off of her laurels. She don't coach no more. Like, that's what happened to Popovich. He thought, I'm gonna get rid of Kawhi, and he saw what happened. He looked, I ain't been shit ever since. Cause all I had to do was bend and actually help the player out. But no, I wanted to be like, I'm that person. I could do whatever I want. And she's doing that with Asia. She's like, I got Asia. So whatever, we're gonna figure it out now. You can't play like that.
Hey,
you can't do that.
Video? They removed the video? Oh, hey, I already watched it. So I already watched it. So I know what it is. Hey, listen.
And let me say this too. Crystal Bradford isn't just innocent in all of this. Like,
no, she's not.
She got to take.
Yeah.
Crystal Bradford. I saw in the video. Yo, Crystal, it's something. You need a mentor, honey. At 31, you need a mentor because you in your way in a lot of ways. And her homie was trying to tell her that, but the shit that she said about Vegas, oh God, I understand why it's a problem. And then Rob pointed out the woman ain't got no goddamn whistle at practice.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, HD. If your star players can't get held accountable, who the hell you gonna hold accountable?
Exactly. That's the point.
But see, hold on. Let me say
That's the point.
Carmella, let me say this right here about this video. Because here's the thing where Crystal messed up. See, Crystal showed up and introduced her goddamn representative to them. So when she thought she was gonna play, she was happy. She was cracking jokes. She was the life of the party. Then she found out she was suspended and wasn't traveling. Then she wasn't in the rotation. Then she wasn't in the mood for cracking jokes. I don't feel like smiling so much no more. See, you got to show up and be who you are every fucking day. Every day, be true to who you are. You can't be acting like, oh, I'm gonna be this because you think that's what's gonna get you on the floor. Minute you didn't get on the floor, your shit switched up, and they switched up on you. Think about this. Nobody think about this. When Crystal Bradford left the Las Vegas Aces, Becky wasn't even in the fucking room.
Nope.
Becky didn't come to fucking address her. She was being released. Wild Dog want to say something. Here we go.
What up, Wild Dog?
The rules is state your name, who your team is, and go from there.
Hey, yo, this is Wild Dog. You know, I'm in Dallas, so I rock with the Dallas Wings. I know we bottom feeders right now, but that's all right.
What's up? You got a college team? You got a college team?
I'm from Louisville, so I rock with the Lady Cardinals.
Oh, okay. So I mean, where you from? You from West Louisville, or you out lounge? Where you at?
Hey, says this person you didn't want to have a talk with.
If you from the Louisville area, then you should know like Middletown. I'm from a black settlement called Griffeytown.
Right? Okay. So now when I was there, I stayed off Bardstown.
And then I grew up.
I was off Bardstown, and I was go ahead.
Yeah, and then when they try to get me in so-called better schools, and then we come up through Newburgh, and I know you're.
Okay, Newburgh. Okay, that's absolutely Newburgh. Let's go.
So I wasn't trying to disrupt anything. Y'all have a great show going on, but I just keep on missing y'all, and I'm just like, and I'm tired, and we trying to cook, but I'm like, I need to roll up. The Lady
Cardinals are the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, Louisville.
The Louisville Cardinals.
Born and raised.
Louisville first, Cardinals forever.
Yeah, you go down the basement, ain't bleeding red everywhere. The floors, the walls.
Yeah, Lorenzo. The wings are coming up. The wings are straight. They coming up. I like that core they got. Hey, them three young bucks.
Hey, but I came to make a confession because usually we've been through a lot this year, but and of course when we have a stellar rookie like Paige coming through, I'm like, egos aside, man, you gotta believe, if you got player development, you gotta do your development, and you got somebody like Paige, whatever you gotta do, she gotta be rookie of the year. Even if that costs you a year offsetting you, you just gotta do what you gotta do for your long-term future. And be dang if my own guy, I'm gonna call him out, my man Boogie Bob, just this week he was like, wow, dog, I know you don't want to hear it, but they need to trade Arike. I'm like, no, dog.
I've been on that train since day one.
So I'm not even tripping. So I'm gonna make it, especially even my own guys, like, hey, it's time. I'm like, can we at least get Paige to a first year before we start pulling out rugs? It's like, okay, but it's like, but yeah, even my own guy, we do Switch for Real Basketball. My man Boogie Bob was like, hey, it's time, wild dog. And so we're gonna get deeper into that, the how and the why. And I'm not tripping about anything. I'm just like, dang, I was waiting to have that conversation for the off season.
Well, I ain't gonna.
No, it's like
Arike.
It
might be time for Arike to go. It might be time for Arike to go.
Y'all done already let me know.
The man popped up here with his Texas hat on, looking like DOC and everything, with his dark glasses on. I was like, who is this? Who is this popping up here?
Well, Paige, Paige is ready.
I see you with your wings on.
Hey, that's a wing.
Paige is a player.
So
Yeah, Paige is a player that when she comes in, you give her full autonomy of the offense. Like you give her the keys and you just move out the way. You say, here, Paige, now what do you need us to do for you? Because I've been watching Paige since high school. Like she plays like she's been here before. Like she just plays like it. Like she knows she knows when to assist. She knows when to facilitate. She knows when to defend. She knows when, okay, I may not got it. This person got it. Boom, I'm gonna let them do it. What's up, straight to the point, sports?
Are y'all moving Arike because y'all want to, because she's valuable? Because I don't think Arike is a problem. She's not interrupting anything. She's trying to fit in. What is it? Why do y'all want to move Arike? It's not, I don't see Arike throwing
because you know why? Because it's play styles. Arike,
play style. It's
play style. That's all it is. It's not a beef or nothing. It's play styles. Like Arike is a scorer. That's it. Score. Like, and there's nothing wrong. Like she's like the best or whatever, one of the best or whatever you want to say, her place in history or in the league. She's that girl when it comes to scoring. Like, Wild Dog will tell you. Like Arike, when she get on a heater, you not stopping her. But Paige is a player who plays to read and react, the flow of the game. Arike is a player who can't get her shot. She's a volume shooter. She's a volume scorer. She got to let the ball fly in order for her to get going or even have an impact on the game. She can't have an impact any other parts of the game because that's just her style. It's not her fault. That's just how she plays. Sometimes that doesn't fit. She would be good for like a team like Connecticut, where they need somebody to just go out there and give them buckets. It'll open it up for everybody around them. But she's not going to do well here because you got three players whose styles mesh. Isaiah James, I told people before the draft, Isaiah James is the best pick and roll playmaker I've seen in a long time from the two. I said that on my channel. If y'all don't believe me, go back and watch my old videos. And JJ Quinterly, I said Quinterly is a beast when it comes to controlling the pace, and she's underrated defensively, and she can score at a high level. So I told everybody that. I told everybody that those three players, because I wanted them for the sky, because I love Angel Reese, I love Miller. Those are my babies. And I told them if you get those, get at least Isaiah James there, Isaiah James with Miller on that pick and roll would have been thick, because you wouldn't have been able to stop it. Because if I hedged to Miller, Isaiah could just pull up on you, shoot it in your face. But if I hedge on you, I'm getting it to Miller. That's an easy 20 to 25 points a game for Miller. So that's what people don't understand. Arike's game, she got to be able to shoot the ball whenever she wants to. Because if she doesn't, Wild Dog, she's just there. And that's unfair to Arike. That's unfair to her. She put too much work in this league. But Paige, if you want to win championships, I'm going with them three. And I got to move from the vets. I got to let the young bucks take over. Because look how happy Lee Rue is. Look how happy Big T is. I ain't seen Big T smile in like 8 years. She done got an assist from Isaiah. She was like running down the court, smile.
Hey, so check this out, HD. The reason why you don't need Arike no more, defensively, you're better, right? You don't have to cover up nothing.
Facts.
You don't have to have her try to figure out the scheme of who to guard. You could just go across the board. Hey, you got Zaya, Paige can have her own, Quinley can have her own. And you can allow them to, you can play differential styles of basketball, right? You can come up and press, you can go 3/4, you can play half court. But it allows you to, one, play the offense that you really want to play, and that's getting downhill, taking the rim into a dribble drop offense. That's really the only difference right now is when Arike is in the game, the ball just stops. So then it's like, oh man, now you gotta wait for a ball screen. Instead, now it's, hey man, get downhill, turn a corner. If you got it, if you don't, kick it to the wing. That person's coming right off for you, and it's allowing the bigs, and now they got easy shots. That's to really be the big difference. Like, it's not crowded. You don't have a lot of crowded space. You got spacing on the floor. You have everybody can pass, shoot, dribble. Versus with Arike, it's like, man, the ball got to stop. Then we have to go to this ball screen. Then it's like the game got to change because she's in the game. Versus when she's not in the game, we can just play basketball. It don't matter. Just get the ball out. Let's go. And so now it's like, man, what can you get back valuable for her? Can you go find you a quality forward? Right? You got the 5 position. You don't need nobody else at 5. Can you go get you a quality forward that can help this team go to another level? And I think where the team that she might end up going to, I think she might end up going to Washington. That's who the team.
For Aaliyah Edwards. For Aaliyah Edwards.
I think for Aaliyah Edwards. I think that's what's going to end up happening in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, Rob, I'm glad you hit on that, because when we talked about digging into it, the very first thing that came up was the downhill style of basketball. That's the number one aching reason why, with the shift of what we need to do. And then, you know, how I come up in my style that I played, I'm like, why are we soft in the middle? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we need an enforcer, you know? And you hit the nail on the head right there. So those two things alone, you know, some shifting, something has to be done, and I'm breaking down on it. So all we're gonna try to do is try to get, you know, the fan base to try to soften the fan base on it, because right now, the way Dallas folks are, and then after what happened with Luka, boy, look at here.
Y'all gonna win, but y'all gonna win with Cooper Flag. Y'all weren't gonna win with Luka.
But I'm just saying, bro, like, you know, I know, okay, but remember, just remember, it's sports entertainment.
Yeah,
it's sports entertainment. You got basketball operations. That's the group. That's who wins you the chip and everything. But you've got thousands of other people and other organizations that run everything else. So Patrick Dumont, the new owner, like, I was looking around, I was like, who is that? And I was like, who is that? I done met everybody. I was at the time, the CEO still at the time, Sid Marshall. I was hanging out with her, and then speaking to her son, I was like, who is that? It's like, oh, that's Patrick Dumont, he's the new owner. I was like, man, why get the energy? He's a goober. And I love eating crow. I'm one dude, I love being wrong, and I'll break down why I had my position and why I was wrong. I love eating crow. It's all about the game. But this joker here, dog. This joker here. And then don't even, now I can talk about the rumors I heard about Kid. The Knicks did us a favor. Understand, the Knicks did the Mavericks a favor because why was Kid on the bubble? So you know, some of this dysfunction, the Mavs are on cruise control. Nothing for you to do. You on cruise control. But why you act like you go to the finals and like you did something? You wrote a check. There's nothing for you to do. You paid that money. You bought into it because everything was already set up and done for you. Everything's on cruise control. So it's. I know everybody else is like, oh, that was in February. And for the rest of y'all, that was yesterday. That was last year even. Here, the climate is not the time. You know what I'm saying? It is not the time. And people are gonna be like,
I understand.
Arike's not Luka, but I'm telling you right now, I go to games, I go to events. Arike is so loved, you know. Now, yeah, even having the conversation, I think we're prepping for a conversation at the end of the season or off season. I don't even think we're actually going to have the conversation during the season, but we'll see. You know.
I mean, look, I'm like this, man. I'm about winning. I don't care about all of that. Like, you love a player, that's cool. She did what she did. Look, Arike don't win you chips. She just doesn't, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she's a solid player. There's a lot of Hall of Famers that's in the Hall of Fame for being what they were, but they're just not in that room when it comes to talking about winning as the leader and the head of the team. And she, to me, just stifles the ball too much. It's time to move on. You got a better set of players that you can win with. You just got to add that 4 like Rob do. Because look, my dad's a Dallas fan. God rest his soul. Like, Dallas Boys was my dad's favorite team, and they were about to cut your boy head off for letting Herschel go. You know what I'm saying? So, and then firing Tom Landry.
Hey, but
so,
that's
how quickly
in history, though. I mean,
how quickly can this core win?
History, so,
yeah.
How quickly can you win
but
with
guess
this
what?
Core, though?
Dynasty, though. What'd you say, Auntie?
I
want to know how quickly, if you get rid of Arike, how quickly does this young core win you a chip?
It depends on what they bring back for Arike.
Yeah. Yeah,
if they bring back Aaliyah Edwards,
what I want to know,
if they bring back Aaliyah Edwards 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 years or less.
Okay, now, Wild Dog, you in Texas. Is Aaliyah Edwards enough to fill up the seats like Arike does for the 3 years till y'all do win it? Because Arike leaving takes people away from spending money at the Dallas Wings, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
Arike is there. Part of this is to put the butts in the seats.
Season tickets.
Can you put the butts in the seats?
Season tickets been on a waiting list. And
with Arike there,
why is it a waiting list? I'm like, because the page. I'm like, y'all ain't been listening to me. I've been inviting y'all to games. You ain't been, and so now, the talent is now finally, generational talent is finally coming up and things are hot, but it's like Arike had it sold out. Even losing. If Arike come down the floor, hit a shot to go ahead, we still lose the game. It's a party.
Oh, yeah, because Arike got the workout.
They got to push us off the UT Arlington campus. This is what I'm saying. Like, me being at games, me being present, we lost the game. She hit a shot toward the end of the game to get us ahead. We still lose the game, and it's a party. They got to push us out the arena. They let us have part of the UT Arlington campus. I'm just trying to be real with you when I try to.
No, you're real. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because I played. I'm a gearhead. I'm about winning chips too, but dude, I was an entertainer at the same time, literally, and been an all-star entertainer. So I've seen the whole other side of the coin and how the money has to move things. And if you're trying to do things and winning the chip, dude, you got to have money. You have to have like expendable income. And when you got teams, going into luxury house, well, how can they afford to do that? Because they make so much. They'd have already made the money. If they're not spending money they're making, they've already made the money already, right? So no, Arike already has this season tickets on a waiting list. Arike already has this with a strong fan base. Well, y'all suck. Well, we don't know it. We having a good time. We spending money. That's our gal.
So here's my thing though. Even if you get rid of Arike, those tickets already sold because of page, and you have draft capital. So what you gonna get back from Arike is, can you get back a player right now that can help us right now? Because the draft capital ain't changing. The draft capital is what the draft capital is. So if you can land some prospects in the next 3 years, where there's some franchise moving pieces in these next 3 years, and with the depth of some of these drafts, the gap closes faster.
Yes.
Well, I'm like, these tickets is sold this year. When you move Arike, are those people that you talked about selling the tickets for the next 3 years?
They gonna stay because you're gonna be winning. Listen, winning cures everything. Yes, it does. Winning cures. Look, I don't care what y'all say. I've been watching sports forever. if you're winning,
this is why
they forget all about that player.
No.
I'm telling you, they do.
This is why I started my whole
We had a
conversation.
funeral for Luka, dog.
How long?
We had a
That's why I
funeral for
started the whole
Luka.
conversation.
Oh
with how
my
long
gosh,
was it gonna
dog.
take?
Because your fan base only seen Dirk. Y'all only seen Dirk win, though.
Hear me out.
Dirk left.
I started off the
Dirk
conversation.
walked out the building.
How long was it gonna take
Dirk
for them
walked
to
out the
win?
building and disappeared.
Y'all
Dirk
all
was in
agree.
LA.
Y'all all agreed
What
that
you
it was gonna
talking
take
about?
3 years for them to win.
Bro,
So what I'm
if you
saying is-
win championships,
hold on. Hey,
all of that
that's
shit out the door, dog. Like y'all, like players don't stay around forever. Is it about winning or is it about just putting on a clown show?
But HD, you're talking about when the chip is won.
That's what I'm saying.
You right,
You're
dog.
still talking to me. You're still talking to me about when the chip is won. Y'all told me that it was going to take 3 years
Sure, it's
to
my
get to
money.
the chip with this team. So what he said was, even after the tickets is sold, even after the game is over, we're still out here spending our money in this community on this team because we love her. We support
Why
her.
do you think they brought in Isaiah James? Why do you think they brought in Quinterly? Why do you think they brought in Paige? They brought in players who could fill that entertainment role.
No.
What are we talking about?
Here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the work.
This is the problem with sports. We fall in love with players too much. That's the problem. We do.
What I'm talking about, bullshit. What I'm talking about is the work that Arike brings to the arena. Is that a work? Is that work?
I'm taking that away from her, Auntie. But Auntie, when you start winning,
what I'm talking about,
all that's out the door.
I'm not talking about when we start winning. What I'm talking about is a business person being willing to walk away from the money that they're making right now to try to build that back up in 3 years, just in case. After they've already built a brand here, it's hard for them to walk away from that. It's hard for me to walk away from that. I don't know that Isaiah James is going to bring. I don't know that they're bringing the same work.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
You can't say that people are going to fall in love with them like they fell in love with Arike.
How do you know?
We don't, but that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. So you want to stick with Arike for the next 5 years and lose, and then just have people come to the game? So we just love to celebrate losing. Okay, got you. I got you.
No,
I got y'all.
That's not what
I'm saying.
No, you're trying to put words in my mouth instead of letting me finish my
words in your mouth. That's what it sounds like.
No, but let me finish talking, then you'll know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the business person being able to make that move. I'm talking about a business person ain't in this about the fans' feelings. They don't give a fuck what your feelings are. What is my bottom line? That's what I'm talking about. So no, because what they're saying to you, what they're telling you right now is that they're willing to choose two birds in a hand right now, instead of waiting 3 years to see if people are going to buy into Aaliyah Edwards and them turning it into a chip. That's what I'm saying. The business person at Dallas is saying we're not willing to make that move right now. That's why they have it. That's what I'm saying.
But Auntie, you brought in Paige. You brought in Paige, Quinterly, and Isaiah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they were prepared for this. Look, if you're not prepared, if you're going to get Paige with the first pick, you don't mean to tell me you're not prepared to move on from an Arike? That don't make any sense to me.
No, we're not ready yet.
They didn't necessarily go to Paige with the intention that they thought they was going to have to move on from Arike, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Their plan wasn't to move on from Arike when they got Paige. They thought that they could make that work.
Let me give you a recent example. Paige is here. Hey, I was there opening night. Every time Paige even took a breath, the whole place was lit up. Okay. But the Fever versus Wings game was at the American Airlines Center where the Dallas Mavericks and the Stars play. So, yeah, we got season ticket holders to the Mavericks too. So, that's why we up in the house. But I tell you not, right? I tell you not. Every time Paige did something, made a move, the crowd was moving, adjusting with her. Every time Arike touched the ball and did something, the same very crowd was just as moved.
Yeah, so, of course, because that's Arike. Yeah, box office. She's box office. Yeah.
All I'm saying is pump the brakes. At this time, yeah, technically, basketball operations, it's all sound judgment. On the entertainment side, you pouring gasoline and Nate bomb on a nuclear weapon. You know what I'm saying? That's
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you and Auntie are saying, but I'm saying, look, You have to move on. Yes, you're gonna have those season ticket people in their feelings. This happens at every franchise. Hold on. Let me just get this off, and then you can go. You're gonna have this. This has happened over the years. The problem with franchises are you don't have that player that can transition from that star player you just had. Like, look at the Bulls. Michael Jordan left. What happened to him? They didn't have nobody who could come right in and take that fan base and keep it up this way. So if you move on from Arike, you still got Page there that's going to come up. Then you're going to have a year with the Young Bucks, Zaya and Quinterly, who's going to bring entertainment. So that same wave that was with Arike, they're going to stay around because they're going to be like, shit, wait a minute, these Young Bucks is balling. These YNs balling out here. So that's all I'm saying. If you didn't have anybody who could come right after Arike, then yes, you and Auntie got a point. I got to keep Arike because I got to worry about my ticket prices. I got to worry about my operations. But I got a Page, Isaiah, and them. I can move on and make it better right now. But if you wait, you're going to lose them. I'm telling you, because they're not going to get away from the old guard. They're not going to be able to transition to the new guard.
You got to say right now.
I hear you, and I'm not what I've said. I'm not disagreeing with you. I heard all your points, right? But like I stated, right, the money has been made, right? So even the basketball operation side, even the money side, there's no need to move so swiftly. Pump the brakes for the fan base, right? And even for the transition, pump the brakes because the money has already been made, right? You pull the trigger too soon, right? You're gonna have a severe drop off. The Page fans are coming in, Arike fans are gonna fall off. That's just real talk. That's just reality of it. Why would you stay for Page? Yeah, I'm gonna watch, but I'm not spending $5,000 a year.
So
real talk, right?
I think they would stay, but go ahead, Rob. I think they would stay. I think the Arike fans would stay.
I would.
I'm not gonna burn my swag, dog. You get rid of a week. I'm not gonna burn my swag, right?
Right. But I think they would stay. I think they would stay.
I'm probably gonna go from 4 seats to 2 seats.
So here's what I'll say about
I don't think it's going to drop off. I don't think it's going to drop off. But go ahead, Rob.
I was live in action at the AEC. 20,000 people, dog. We're not talking about a little arena. Sold out pre-sale. Retail didn't have a chance. It was sold out pre-sale.
I get
20,000 people, and they were moved as much by Arike as were by Page. That's just the reality of it. And that's
but that's the truth. Yeah, but I understand that. But I'm saying all of your points and Auntie, y'all points is not wrong. Y'all 100%, 1,000,000% right. But I'm saying I don't believe they will drop off if you move on from Arike because you got Page and the Young Bucks there. If you didn't have them players there, then yes, it would drop off.
They said the same thing about Luka. We talking about Dallas. I live in Dallas area.
But that's different, though. That's different. That's different.
We said the same thing about Luka. Well, we got Kyrie and we got AD coming. Dog, it was cheaper to keep Luka. It was cheaper to keep him.
We know why they moved Luka. That was a basketball decision, bro. That's different. That's different. Cooper Flag is not touching Luka numbers like that. Luka's been big since he was overseas, since he was like 12. But so I'm saying Page is coming in.
Everybody know you pulled the trigger, but everybody know you pulled the trigger way too soon, trading a dude who just came off of finals. So
of course, that's Luka though, but that's two different scenarios. You didn't come off with a finals with Arike. You haven't. Luka is different. Look, if Arike led you to the finals, that would be a different story.
You pulling the trigger too soon. I'm here. I'm in the stadium. I'm in the arena. I see how the
people
react.
That's what I said. Okay, but I disagree with you. That's fine. I got people who go to the stadium too, but I disagree with you vehemently.
But we see what it looks like in Dallas when you pull the trigger too soon. You pull the trigger.
Bro, I understand that if you didn't have these players, I would understand. I'd be like, you're right. You have players who you could transfer the team and franchise to. You can move on. With Dallas Mavericks, Luka was your biggest international and local star. So when you moved him away, the only way to replace that is if you bring in a LeBron or somebody. You don't have that. So, of course, the drop-off is going to be like that for the Mavericks, but for the Wings, hell no, it ain't going to drop off like that. That's on that.
So check this out. This is why you trade Arike right now. This is why you trade Arike right now, right? When you look at this whole grand scheme, this is why you trade her right now. You have to get something for right now. If you don't, and you allow it to get to the end of the year, and she sustains a major injury, you screwing yourself right now. You might as well trade her and get something from her. Paige already came to the W with a fan base, regardless of how you want to think about it. All that, she came in with a younger audience. The tickets are gonna be sold. It's just what it is. She came with an audience. It ain't like Paige just dropped out the sky and we didn't know who Paige was. She came with an audience. So those are going to still be sold.
Dallas Wings owner is
but they have to take advantage of Arike right now.
He receives from Dallas. They don't care. It's not about basketball for them. They like, what is the money? What's the dollar amount to come for the Wings? Keep that coming. They're not looking at it like that. They're not in it for that. That's not how they looking at it. They're not we could get younger. Oh, they're not in touch with that shit like that.
And literally,
they're not looking at it like that.
And literally,
they looking at it like, what's my cachet in the city? How much money am I making off of this? What's the write-off and what's the bring back? Now, what's the right thing to do?
And guess what? You're walking around and everybody got Paige Becker jerseys on. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. And I got people who go to the games, they got Paige Becker jerseys on just as much as Arike. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They would not have drafted Paige if they knew they couldn't move from Arike.
But look, what I'm saying, there's as many Paige jerseys as Arike jerseys. There's as many as both.
They're not even looking at none of that. They
at the AAC,
what do I make off the Dallas Wings as my investment? That's cool for me. Keep it coming just like that. They're not looking at that to change it. How can I make it better? You can tell by the way Dallas is moving. That's not how they run their organization.
The arena goes crazy. Arike touches the ball, the arena goes crazy.
If they trade Arike, right, and they don't trade it for A, and they trade it for another star name, then what?
Here's my point. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you. Here's my point. I don't even think. Here's my point. I don't even think that they're thinking about. I don't think that they're thinking about trading any fucking body.
She ain't been to our schools.
They're okay
out to the
with how the investment is
working. She ain't been out there giving food to the homeless. We don't care. This is Dallas County. This is Dallas Cowboys.
I know business. Y'all know business. Y'all, all three of you on this panel are highly business people and minded. They are not gonna give a goddamn about Arike once she gone because you got Paige there. And I put my money on it. I will put my money where my mouth is.
The Wings play.
My point is the owner, the people that are invested don't give a fuck. They're not even looking at it like that.
Auntie, they do give a fuck because you got Paige.
No, you know how
for real. They would not have sold out as big as they were if Paige didn't come. Let's stop playing, man. We over here playing.
Fuck all that. I'm gonna tell you how I know they wasn't playing. Because they was one
already sold out for Arike.
Check this out. The Dallas Wings were a couple games from the fucking finals, right? A couple games from the finals, and then they fell all the way the fuck off. What did they do different?
Yeah.
Not a fucking thing. You know why? Because he didn't give a fuck. The investment.
Well, Satu was hurt to begin the year. Satu wasn't even there. If Satu would have been there, they would have had a better record.
Now check this out. Then they got rid of Trammell, right? And they brought in Kurt Miller and Man Bun. You yourself said they wasn't qualified enough, so I'm supposed to take them serious. I'm supposed to take the Dallas Wings.
I'm not talking. I'm saying
win.
So
I don't care about that. Kurt Miller has shown us he can build teams. Then you bring in Paige. So they're going to win regardless. Now you move on from Arike, so then you can get a team to Paige and your team's going to go up. But if you don't want to win nothing, then go ahead and keep Arike there and keep losing.
We winning.
Let me answer this back.
Yeah.
When you say that, right, then what is the point of keeping Arike? Based upon your points of what you're saying, what is the point of keeping Arike?
As I said,
we might as well tell her.
Let me say it again. The owner has got to his balance sheet and looked at his investments and said,
I get that.
Here. So I don't have to think about that. Is it the number that I want? He might not even be thinking about Arike or nothing. Why is the dollar amount what I need? Why move Arike?
It's gonna be a lot with Page. They gonna make money with Page.
Hey, Rob.
Here's the thing: it's too many times that we'd have sat up here and said that owners look at these fucking teams as just fucking write-offs, as just fucking losses. So what are we talking about now? They super invested now. Everybody's trying to get a profit now. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. Let's keep the narrative the narrative.
And that's what I'm saying.
Let's talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. Arike is get what you can. Okay, but I ain't worried about the owners. They sit on their ass all day with their mistress. Listen, you have a GM. You have a GM. Hold on. You have a GM that could move this player. You can move Arike. You move Arike now because you can get the pieces back. You'll still have your investment. You'll still have owners watching. You'll still have people buying the team. So what are we talking about?
Not now.
I'm still
talking about going from a 10,000
that I started my conversation from.
You're not gonna lose 10,000 people, bro. Bro, the Dallas Cowboys have been trashed for years, and y'all still got people at the game. Y'all got different quarterbacks. You got a different running back. You got a different wide receiver.
What you talking about then?
What I'm talking about is
You still gonna have the owners make money. You still gonna have them right at all. What are we talking about?
There's no pushback there.
Arike, you can move now and they'll still be fine. Yes, they would.
Here's the thing. Except the biggest
Arike's not big as Luka.
The biggest star in the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones.
Y'all tripping.
He's the biggest star in the Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry Jones is, yeah. So what are you talking about? You can move on from Arike. You got to play like her. You're making your money.
The owner even looked at it like
talking about? Y'all capping for Arike.
No, we talking about
Arike.
I'm trying to answer your question.
One at a time.
You're making it specifically about Arike. What I'm telling you is the owner doesn't give a fuck. It could be Arike, it could be Magic, it could be Jordan.
Okay, so he gonna move on from Arike because Page is bringing the money.
The numbers what it is.
Hey, listen,
they're not motivated to do that. Period.
Hey, we've been campaigning for 3 years already, long before Page, right? To move out of the UT Arlington College campus arena. Then they talk about going to the Kaylee Hutchinson Convention Center. We're talking about real numbers here. And then we're like, we're trying to push back against that. And then we've been campaigning for 3 years to get them to have a game at the American Airlines Center. And the dang thing sold out 20,000. That's double. So look, we trying to get up out of these little arenas, 10,000, high school arenas, and get up in the American Airlines Center. That's what we in the middle of trying to do. From a sports operation side, from an entertainment side, everything. And then right now, even if Arike is out for a year, we already got the money. Arike had already helped us made the money, so we can afford them both. Real talk. But from a fan base, it's the absolute wrong time. Pump the brakes.
I don't even care about the fan base. The owner don't care.
Now is it going to happen? Yeah, but we straight up trying to move the wings into the American Airlines Center. Point blank. Period. That's what we in the middle of trying to do. That's basketball operation side. That's entertainment side. That's everything.
Wild Dog. Basically, what you're saying. Wild Dog. So basically, in this whole situation, what you're saying is, once the owner moves his team, he's going to sell the franchise, is what you're saying. Because all he did was he invested some money, some time to put him in a better situation so he can double and triple his pockets. That's all you said to me. So in sense, right, if he really wants to lower his costs, you trade Arike, you still have that same fan base and you get more money.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
The same fan base is in the 10,000 units. Same fan base is in 10,000 units, dog.
The level that he's looking at it from ain't the level.
Trying to go from 10K a game to 20K a game.
It ain't that. That ain't what he's looking at.
You still gonna get that next year with Paige. Paige is a bigger box office than Arike. I'm sorry, she is. She's
But you're not
always
listening
had
to
more
me.
fans since she
You're not
was
listening to me.
younger. So I don't know what we're
You're not
talking
listening to
about.
me. I was
I'm
there
lost.
in the arena. I was there in the arena.
He's not
And saw
making
how the
decisions
same
based on
fans
basketball.
responded to both of them.
That's fine.
Not one
That's
or the
fine.
other.
He's not
but
making.
both
He's
of
not
them.
making basketball decisions.
That's
And if you
fine.
want to go from 10K, you want to go from a 10K arena to a 20K arena, you ride with them both for now.
No, you get rid of Arike and you move on. That's how you do that.
No
Why do
logic.
you think
What's up,
Arike
baby?
will be better as the lead
May I
guard?
say hi?
Go ahead, say hi.
Hi.
Why you think
Blessings.
Arike will be better
What's up?
at the
Um,
guard? Hey, how you doing?
My thing of it is, if you keep both of them, that's not making logical sense for what you're trying to do, right? Because you're trying to move to the future, right? Who is the future?
Right.
Got to be paid.
Paige.
You're selling
Right.
Paige, regardless of the fact. So you move to a new arena, Arike does nothing for you.
I'm okay.
At all. Paige gonna sell them arenas out, bro. I'm sorry. She will. Paige gonna sell them out. That's what she does. It's Paige. Like we gotta stop playing. Like Arike, I'm moving her today if I can. Like, yo, what you want for that Arike? You want this pack? Hit the pack, go. Appreciate that, dog. And I'm moving on, bro. Listen, Arike is a great scorer, one of the best out there. Box office, but dog, Paige has more fans and more people than her. She just do. She just do.
But so here's the thing, though. I get y'all logic.
How many times do the owner?
I know what Wild Dog's trying to do. Wild Dog is like, hey, listen, we keep Arike. Hey, she's going to sell more season passes, but it doesn't matter if you don't have a bigger facility that she's selling more because you're still going to be on the waiting list.
How many times the owner is at the game? Y'all better talk to Kurt if that's the move y'all
The wait list is like 2 or 3 years old, man. 2 or 3. You gotta wait 2 or 3 years. You gotta wait for somebody to die to get in.
Yep.
Arike has major fans in Dallas.
Before Paige came. Before
I
Paige
never
arrived.
said Arike don't have any fans. See, y'all subjectively listen to shit. I never said Arike didn't have fans. I'm saying
And I'm not saying no to a trade. I'm just saying pump the
fans
brakes.
and they're bigger abroad than her. You will have different people coming in, filling in that stadium with Arike gone, or if she's there.
We're not
Paige
talking
is
about
box
TV.
office. It is what it is.
I'm not
talking about
arguing
TV
with
ratings,
that.
dog.
So I don't know what we're
Paige-
talking about. No, I'm not talking about you, Auntie. I'm talking about in the chat. I didn't say Arike don't have fans. That never came out my mouth.
Oh,
Did I say
okay.
Arike ain't got no fans? No.
The
Y'all
chat is tripping.
selectively listen to what people saying. No. Paige has more fans. Double, triple that. I'm sorry, she does. So people are gonna fly in from wherever you don't even know from, Dubai or whatever, gonna buy them seats, fill them seats up. You're gonna make even more than 20,000. You just are. It's Paige. That's why they're moving now to that arena, because they like, cool, we got Paige and she got this. This is the money we're gonna make. Boom. Yes, Arike or some of the fans gonna be like, I don't want to come here no more because Arike. You're right. They're going to be fans that drop off. But you know what? When they start winning, they're going to come right back creeping in with that 24 still on. Because I know how fans work. Fans are the most ficklest people ever. Like, they'll hate a team and love the team at the same time. They just do. I got diehard Dallas fans. I got diehard Bulls fans in my. When Derrick Rose came back, all them Bulls people like, I miss Michael Jordan, but shit, Derrick Rose in. Hey, we're going to the game. Like it's just how it's built. But you're right, Wild Dog. Look, I agree with you. You and Auntie, Rob, y'all are right. But I know soon as Arike at the door, y'all still gonna be packed in more because people gonna come from places you don't know wanting them tickets. I know this because they did it with Angel. So I know this.
Oh, I interview them all the time. I'm like, hey, where you from? Where you from? I've already done met people from all over. We got an international airport. Ain't no problems here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I'm just
That was big.
My only thing is the timing of it. I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
Even when Auntie and Rob was like, hey, y'all got to trade Arike, it wasn't that I disagreed. It's like, oh, the timing is like, first thing I think is brought up is like, the climate is absolutely 100%, 1,000% wrong in Dallas right now to pull any BS like that. I'm just being real with you. I'm being real with you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just the timing of it. And when we break it down, I'll be more than happy to even bring y'all on with my show, with my podcast, to break it down in details, you know what I'm saying? To be real about it, you know, but the timing of it has to be right. And that's for all the money moves and for the basketball operations. So if you want to get better players, you have money, make more money so you can afford more players so you don't have to worry about it. So you got to be like, oh, we traded for this, but it wasn't quite right. Well, where are we going to get the money to pay for it? We already have the money. It ain't making the money.
Y'all want Arike?
This is how they operate.
There you go.
But
it's how they operate. And then in Dallas, yeah, we love a chip. We love a chip, but we had a poll. Would you rather lose a championship with our homegrown or win one with mercenaries? We a different culture here. We a different. Our community here is totally different.
I'm
just being real with you.
I get that, but across the world, everybody consider about their fan base. At the end of the day, if you continue to hold on to Arike and she's giving you no value, because at this point, Arike is just a name. She's not really bringing you any basketball value. So you need to hold on to her. If you hold on too long, now you're losing the value of what you could get from her to improve the team, which is could bring you a more broader audience. Because think about it, one person can bring you so much, right? But if I can multiply that by 3 and I can get 3 different audience, I'm bringing myself more money. So me holding on to Arike for too long could cost me in the future more.
Hey, but Rob, you hit the nail on the head earlier when you said the draft capital is what it is. Did we in the lottery? So what's the rush? We going straight back into the lottery.
Not necessarily though.
So I don't know. You don't know if you go back into the lottery.
Don't gaslight me, dog. Don't gaslight me. We headed straight back into the lottery.
Not necessarily. You can't say
I don't think so.
Who's up on the board next year?
Here's what I'll tell you.
That's all I'm saying is pump the brakes. I hear what you're saying.
You know what? You know why that's not true? Because the WNBA dictates who gets what pick. So if they don't want you to have that pick, you're not gonna have it. I don't give a damn what your record is. You're not gonna have that pick. So you can't guarantee the lottery because it's based on the WNBA.
The WNBA wanted Dallas to have the first pick.
Yes.
The WNBA thought it was best for Paige to be in Dallas to help them.
Yes, that's why they sent her there. Yes, Dallas is a big market.
This is why Dallas shit. The Wings ain't even gonna be there in 5 years. I don't think, and neither will Cooper Flag. They're on their way.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, Dallas is the number 3 sports market, and we are the number 4 basketball market.
Yeah, so far. But Luka got up out of there, and they gonna get. Y'all might keep y'all organization. They gonna get y'all stars up out of there.
Hey, listen, and you see what the NBA did? Hey, you trade Luka, but we're gonna give you the first round pick. We're gonna give you the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Exactly. Gave him the first round pick, Rob.
And guess what?
Gave him the first round pick. Here you go.
And guess what? How long y'all think before Cooper ain't in Dallas no more?
That ain't got nothing.
Cooper ain't staying in Dallas. Cooper ain't going nowhere. He's staying in Dallas.
Y'all thought Luka was staying too.
Watch. Paige gonna be there too. Watch. I'm telling you, they finna move that team. They finna move that team around Paige, and then that Dallas team, they stacking that team for Coop. They gonna be stacking that team for the next years. They got all these people coming back, and they're gonna get more people to come back. They're keeping Cooper there because they make money in Dallas. If they didn't make money in Dallas, Cooper wouldn't be there. Paige wouldn't be there. That's just facts.
You know the crazy thing about it? Dallas have to work
the Dallas money that they can. They'll be out of there.
But young blood, I'm gonna use your logic against you. Paige ain't Cooper Flag.
Paige way better than Cooper Flag in her field than him.
I was there. At the American Airlines Center, 20,000 people, dog. Right above our seats, Cooper Flag was in the suite. As soon as somebody got a whiff of him, the whole stadium stopped.
Right, because that's Cooper Flag.
You right in the middle of the game.
Yeah, that's Flag.
Whole stadium.
So why you think they sent that number 1 to y'all?
Real time,
right?
I'm just giving you real time. That's
fine.
So right now,
fine.
Pump the brakes. And I know Rob is a risk.
But that's fine. Arike needs to go.
Right
it's over. Arike leave, you'll still be fine.
Right now, we need Paige. We need Paige and Arike.
You don't need Arike, bro. You're wasting your time with Arike. Move Arike, get some picks, get some players, and move on. That's your problem. Y'all like to hold on to shit for too long.
We need to move out of his high school stadium. We need to move out of his high school stadium and move it to the professional stadium.
Y'all are. And then y'all gonna move Arike. Y'all gonna move Arike. Y'all gonna be winning next year. And y'all gonna be having people come to the game like Arike who? Arike who?
They got Page. No,
Why
listen
don't
to
you
me.
think they moved?
They got Page and they signed a contract for the convention center. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you straight facts. We still campaigning. We in the middle of a campaign to get it moved to American Airlines Center. And Arike is a part of that picture. Arike is 100% a part of that picture, dog.
We'll see.
I don't want to be at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Center unless I'm going to a car show, man.
We'll see. Hey, and look, I'm gonna tell you, because I don't give a damn. They'll be fine without her. So I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on how I feel. But you my dog, though. I rock with you. You my boy. But I believe Arike out of the American Airlines airport or whatever, she out.
Hey, and then we can reduce Arike's minutes. She ain't gotta have all that wear and tear. She'll be all right.
Make the money that you can.
That's true. That's true. That's true too. Yeah.
And then
leaving Dallas soon.
And then part of my pitch is gonna be, it's the probability if we get the move to the American Airlines Center, we ain't gotta move nobody. We ain't gotta do nothing. We ain't gotta do nothing that doesn't make any sense. We can keep everybody. We can bring in whoever we want to bring in because we're gonna have
you don't move to a bigger arena to lose. Hey, what kind of shit do that mean?
This is Dallas, Texas. What did I just say to you, Rob? What did I just say to you, Rob?
We lost. The Clippers in a brand new fucking arena, just losing. What are you talking about?
We can lose by 30 points and we having a party. You're not listening to me. I know we basketball heads. heads.
Did the Clippers do it?
I'm not disagreeing with you. Everybody like to hang.
USA versus Brazil.
Everybody like to hang banners. Everybody had to bang banners. But this is Dallas, Texas. The only chip they care about is Dallas Cowboys.
And
losing. We're gonna have a party. We're gonna have a good time regardless.
And losing. Y'all care about a lot of losing. Celebrating a lot of losing.
You be like, what's wrong with these Dallas folks? We up there. Hey,
y'all celebrating losing. That's the problem.
I need another jersey. Hey, I'm being real with you.
I know you're being real. Y'all care about is losing.
I'm just saying we build different. Yeah, we like to hang a banner, right? But you know what we rolling with. We know who we down with.
South got hurt.
I'd rather you double my ticket prices and we do what we got to do and keep folks in the chat that we attached to that we in love with.
How she just get hurt?
The timing ain't right, dog. The timing is definitely not right. The goober at the Mavericks ruined that. The climb in Dallas is not right for any of that right now. You know what I'm saying? We all right? So I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I'm not disagreeing with my man Boogie Bob. All I'm saying is the timing has to be right. And then I'm also gonna have my numbers straight where it's like we don't have to do anything. We can afford to bring in whoever we need to bring in if we get into the American Airlines Center like we're supposed to. But it's not just the seats.
She got hurt during practice. Tell me let us know that
got built-in sponsorship. It's a whole nother game. It's a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So but you gotta pay the players. You gotta pay to play, baby. You want a chip? We can buy a chip. We can buy a chip if we do it right. We can buy a chip if we do it right. Then it's all good.
You can't buy a chip these days.
No, you cannot.
You say you can't buy a chip these days.
I think that's that Texas in you right there, because y'all been buying too much into the wrong product, and that's why y'all ain't one of those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
trying to buy a damn chip. That ain't how this work. You gotta put the work in.
Hey, but I'll never forget that survey, man. We weird, dog. I'll never forget that survey, man. It's like, would you rather lose another finals with Luka or win one without him? You don't even want to know the answer.
We already know the answer.
We already know what it is because of the mindset of Luka. Yeah, we know what it is.
We different here.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all different.
You're right. So you do a survey in Dallas County, or would you rather win a chip without Arike or win one with her? Any way possible we can win one with her. That's what the fans go on. Can we have Paige on one side and Arike on the other side? That's what fans get to be. As irrational as it may seem, what I'm telling you, there's a way to do it where the money is already in hand. Okay, all I'm saying is we got to pump the brakes. We have to pull the trigger on it. Now ain't the time. We got to pump the brakes, dog.
Taking hot L's, but it's okay, man. It's okay.
Just pump the brakes. It may get done. It might not have a choice to get who we need in the right situation. Might not have a choice with making some move like that. But they know the time in Dallas County is the absolute.
Hey, Kurt Miller, if you're watching this, make sure you keep Arike on the sideline. Do your thing. I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's up to you, Kurt. Like, look, tell your mans, or whatever y'all like. Keep Arike on the end of the bench.
Hey, the minutes are already shifting. Quiet,
right.
I'm trying to we don't need no riots over here. We don't need people walking, protesting in the streets. Like, the minutes are already shifting, dog.
No. Just send them to my page to protest so y'all can get away with it. I'll take the shots. Y'all will be all right. They hate me every day, so it's whatever.
You want Arike to be Sue Bird at the Olympics? Just riding the bench. Don't put no
ride the bench. Don't come off the bench. Just sit down.
You out there.
Hey, Rob. Doing the new handshake, doing the new dance. That's it. Just sit down. That's it. Sit down.
In the chat, real quick. If the Anissa fans is there, I need to know how is she looking out here as a 4? Let me know today. How she looking out here? I want to know.
Come on, Seth. Why you do that now? Why you do that now?
Because they've been talking, so I want to know.
She looks like
Dejanay gone too. What you talking about?
She look like I got
Dejanay gone too, bro. They just traded a girl without her knowing. Okay.
More out here looking like hot garbage.
Hey, listen, man. She been out a while with that rib, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No. See, that's a player move right there. Hey, man, sit down right quick. Let's play the little young bucks. Let's see what they got. Cause see, here's what their idea was. We're gonna play the young pups, and we're gonna see if they lose. Then we got a reason to bring them back. But if they start winning,
hold on. It ain't about cheering about it, Quandalika. It's about everybody. What I want to know about is how Anissa look out here with Asia and Alyssa, because they told me Anissa was gonna look a certain way when the dogs got on the floor.
Yeah.
So I want to know, do she look like a true 4 out here? Like she could dominate Asia out here? That's what I'm talking about. It ain't even about cheering about them winning. I'm talking about matchup. But they know who I'm talking to. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
No, Anissa's too small. She got to play the 3.
You come here, challenge theory. You come here, you tell us stuff. We gonna check back on it. We gonna check to make sure everything good. You know what I'm saying?
I love Aaliyah, Boston, and Candace putting the podcast together. Let's go.
Good pass. And 1. Get out the way. Get out the way, Morrow. Get out the way, Morrow. You see what Asia hurt. You see what Asia did to her?
Y'all better tell me about it.
Bro, that's Asia, bro. Look, listen.
Put that girl at the 3.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Listen, though, man. Asia and 5. Listen, Asia got to pay the rent too. So Asia got to pay the rent too. Damn. When they gonna get my dog some more help, man? Like, damn. She out there cleaning up, defending, assisting, scoring, shooting. Hey, shit. Hey, Wild Dog. She might be the coach, Wild Dog. I think she the coach. I think Asia coaching now. Like, let me get that, Becky. This is what we need to do.
Yeah, I know.
And all these new fans, guess what I do? I send them an Asia Wilson highlights. Get educated. I'm like, I send them Asia highlights. Check this out to come talk to me.
Right.
We had a game before you come along. Let me show you something.
Right.
I can say this though. Smith got almost a double-double. Say that.
Yeah, I told you she playing the 5, right? I told you she's a 5.
She they got her guard Morrow. She's going to work on her. She can't keep
Morrow too small for Smith.
They can't.
Way too small.
She getting every offensive rebound she wants.
Mara got to play the 3. We been said this though. We been said she got to play the 3.
But
And I'm a huge Morrow fan. I love Morrow, but she got to play the 3.
All I want them to do is put her in a position to be successful.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
Put her in
that's it.
To be successful. She don't need this type of. She don't need bad tape on her. Put her in a position.
Exactly.
That's all.
Exactly. That's all.
Don't nobody need bad tape. That's a clear sign of dysfunction. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's the. And unfortunately, this year that's our number one choice words. We called out all kind of dysfunction. It used to be just me, but any whiff of it, we like, hey, you know, if Nuggets can get rid of their coach and all the moves, even in the WNBA, it's like, hey, you got to go, dog. You messing up the game. You know, they got
to get rid of these. Hey, Wild Dog. They got to get rid of these core. They got to get rid of these core contracts, Wild Dog. They got to get rid of some of these people. Can't be core, man. Like,
man, everything's so hyped up and generational players coming through. Man, we can't. This dysfunction is just
too much.
It's man, dude, you bite into an apple and it's a worm staring back at you, man. No, we can't have that, dog. It's just time to keep cleaning it up.
Hey, James, you could say Connecticut sucks. That means that she should be showing up because they suck, right? Don't miss me with the team suck. If they suck, that means you got opportunity to go out there and ball. You ain't got nothing to lose.
That's true. But also, you know, basketball. But Rob, what did I say about the media, players, and the fans? What I just said about them. You know, when your fandom, listen, Wild Dog, no, because I got Dallas Cowboys in my family. Listen, you know,
I'll pray for you.
How fans be. You know how fans be. Now, come on. They be thinking a player the greatest in the world, and then after them 2 years, it's like, gotta trade him. They bring that player on, and that player don't do the same thing. Get rid of him. Look, they fans, bro. They fans. They gonna love who they love. They are.
Man, you just gotta push back on some narrative, man. Like, come on. You tell me that I mean, she should be out here hooping. She 1 for 6. You know what I'm saying? She got 6 points, 1 for 6.
Look, Rob, and if we not gonna keep it real, it's lost, man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, we got social media, we got the power of YouTube and everything. It's like if folks like us ain't keeping it real, digging into the real stuff, yeah, we'll spin your narrative, but we're gonna flip it and look at it backwards and forwards. And look, and ain't no lie, we've done stuff. And the next thing we find, like, how did it get up there? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Hey, but see, here's the thing, though. The problem with YouTube, you got a lot of people that ain't really educated about the sport and spreading more lies and more rumors instead of getting educated, just simply Googling something that can get them the answer. That'd be the real issue. Like, sometimes educate yourself and understand what's going on, because don't go out and start talking about stuff and you ain't educated about the subject, and then you trying to spin it to make it a fact because that's how you feel. Like, don't do that.
Hey, Rob, you know we've been drowning this. I'm not trying to detract. We talking basketball, but you know how I met you was through the CU Buffs, right? Yeah. I've been a Buffs fan since 1989, and oh my God, it's like, man, you ain't gotta be first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be unique, saying something that nobody else know. Come on, man, just be real and be right, be on point. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you got folks
that's a fact.
Trying to grow something, and then you're gonna stall, right? But I'd rather have what I have and be on the real, and somebody borrowing from us, you know what I'm saying? You know, than be all blow it up and be a false narrative. What kind of legacy you trying to build, man? Slow down. You know, slow down. And that's why, being real with you, I was like, well, who is this? I'm like, aren't you a Dallas Wings fan? Why don't you send me Arike highlights? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, Asia Wilson, start here. It's on my speed dial. Oh, pleased to meet you. Let me send you some information. Oh, this is Asia Wilson.
It's just a disrespect. It's just a disrespect of Asia. I don't understand. Like, bro, like,
it's not disrespect.
It's crazy work. It's crazy work what these people are doing.
It's not even. I don't even classify it as disrespect. It's just clueless, bro. It's clueless.
It's clueless, but it's also disrespect in there of how they're putting all these players over her, and none of these players played that long yet. And they're even if they did play as long as her, some of their resumes right now ain't even touching her first, like it ain't even touching the first floor of her resume. Her resume go up to the 20th floor. Theirs is like still between 2 or 3. Like that's their resume of work and they body of work. So it's like we gotta calm down. Like, listen, that's still Asia. Like, Asia saved y'all from Unrivaled last year. If she would have came to Unrivaled, y'all would have literally been like, oh yeah, this is the Michael Jordan walking in with that suit, take them suits off, got the pants, got the extra Jordans, man. Listen, hey, look, y'all don't want her to pull up now in the whip, Bam driving. And then she get out the car like, all right, I'll be back, honey. And then come drop y'all off. I'm just saying, you don't want that work because y'all gonna be on some highlights for like the rest of your life.
But you got to put it out there. You got to show the work. You got to call the work. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like, oh, who is this? Who is that? I'd be like, I'm glad folks ask me more questions at the games. I know, right? Like last year, man, I don't know how many times, or even the last few years. I get to meet people. Where are you from? Or where this and that. It's like, oh, like you were saying, right? Oh, we come up from Houston for the game, or we come in from Oklahoma. Well, we're in from Germany. This and this.
Yeah,
we're in from Slovenia. You know what I'm saying? So we NBA because of Luka. Now we come in the summer, right? And now we come into the Wings game, and I'm like, oh, so I can't tell you how many foreigners, people out of state that I walk down to the court to meet Cheryl Swoops, and they be like,
"Oh man, I love Cheryl Swoops."
Like, who is this? And I'd be like, "Look, let's get over here and meet. Let's go over here and meet one of my favorite Cheryls, and then we can have a conversation."
I'm still pissed off with Kenyon Martin how he treated her on that show. All the bros, man, we was like something. My brother called me, was like, "Did you see this bitch ass nigga?" I said, who? This nigga here disrespected Cheryl, dog. He lucky I ain't there, because I'd have walked right up on his punk ass, dog. My brother crazy. He tall as shit, crazy, because he watched Cheryl coming up like I did, because that's what made me fall in love with women's sports, was Cheryl Swoops, and then Don Staley with the MC Light dude. I wanted her after that, as I had a crush on her. But anyway, that's another story. So Cheryl Swoops was balling. So he been in love ever since. He like, that's his chocolate drop. He saw Kenyon Martin going in. He was like, man, I'm about to pull up. Where they at? I said, bro, you not finna go mess yourself up. Man, I don't like how they talk to her, man, like she don't know ball. Like, dude, she one of the greatest, not the greatest to play, man. Hell wrong with these dudes. Like, I just said, look, they ignorant over there, man. You know how they are. They ignorant. They don't know what they do.
Cheryl would be busy, doing broadcast. She'd be in the area, but I know, like, we go to Texas Legends games, and I was like, of course, I've known Nancy Lieberman a bit already before, and I was like, what you doing over here? What you doing? It's like, oh, this is. I'm like, why aren't you busy? I'd be like, yeah. I was like, game time. It's like, you don't have time for this. He's like, dog, what are you talking about? I was like, come with me. And all I did was walk her from suite to suite, right up there in Frisco. And I was like, this is Nancy Lieberman, and just giving her resume, just a bit of her resume, talking to even just Team USA, okay? And I'm like, look at this, blah, blah. And then it's like, oh. And then after that, right, come to games, Nancy wasn't doing nothing but kissing babies and taking pictures. And I'm like, how did you not know or realize? How did you not care, right? But it took me coming through, be like, come on, Nancy, let me give you your flowers, and let me, And then Spudwell was like, yo, I got it. And I'm like, yeah, y'all need to have it coordinated, where people can request her to come through. You know what I'm saying? She deserves her flowers.
I like Nancy.
To be over sitting somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nancy's great. Like, Nancy, one of the best ballers to touch the ball. Nancy problem is she goes along with that agenda too much. And certain people don't really like that. They be like, all right, like she'll give like like she'll go along with like the whole CC thing, like with Cheryl Swoops, like when she kind of went at Cheryl saying, "Oh, we're not friends." No, a lot of ball players behind closed doors didn't like what Nancy did to Cheryl. They didn't really like that. They felt like Nancy was trying to, how do you say, tried to little girl her, like, you ain't this and that. And people are looking like, dude, like Cheryl's one of the ambassadors. Like she's like not of just WNBA, women's like sports. So they didn't, I don't think a lot of people really like that, how Lieberman was acting. So that's why a lot of people don't appreciate Lieberman like they should. Like, I agree with you. She need her flowers. She needs to get the praise, but sometimes she makes it hard for you to praise her because of certain things she does. That's all.
But then,
she cool. Yeah.
But even then, having been a baller, old school, I'm like, I wouldn't expect anything different. You know?
Yeah. Fact. I agree. Hey. I know how Lieberman is, so I don't care. I'm like, shoot, bring her the flowers. Like, look, I'm like this, wild dog. If I know who you are, you gonna know who I am. I'm not finna. Tomorrow I ain't finna be nothing different. Like my babies come here, I just showed on here. They know I'm gonna be who I am. They know I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna be like, yo, where my homework at? They know I'm gonna be in their face. Even after I worked 11-hour shift, I still got that energy and mode. They know I don't play that. And I jack both of them up like, yo, what's this? Oh, no, we did. All right, I ain't gonna change. I'm gonna be me at the end of the day. You ain't finna get nothing changed or nothing. Hey, it's gonna be me. This is why I told Rob and Auntie, look, this is me. Every day, like this is all you gonna get. You ain't finna have a day where I come in, I'm different. My whole bank account could have been low today. You still gonna get this me because that's just who I am. Right. So I know how Lieberman is. So that don't bother me what Lieberman does because I know that's Lieberman. But a lot of other people, you know how they are. They like already like they don't like when you say how you feel. They don't like that. They can't handle that energy.
But like I said, once I did that, it was all good. So she had an escort. Every game after that we went to, I saw that she had an escort. And Spreadwell was like, I'll see to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
Man, people don't know. You got to educate them. And even they might scratch their head and be like, they remember her from 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In their mind, they remember you at your peak.
Right.
Like, is that Michael Jordan? Yeah, he looks old. It's like, dude, man, when he was at his peak, it's like, come on, dog.
That was Mike.
It's like, but you know what I'm saying? When you're a fan in your mind and you watch the highlights, your mind is trapped there. In reality, you understand this and this. And it's like, and even though someone knows Cheryl Swoops, they might not recognize her. You know what I'm saying? You know, in their mind, they still thinking Houston Comets, Cheryl Swoops. You know what I'm saying? You know? And so it's like, hey, let me come, y'all from out of state, y'all from out of the country. Let me risk my press credentials and let me get you down here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm educating.
But that's what pissed me off. That's what pissed me off. Like,
that's why I'm encouraging you and Rob and you gotta keep it real and educate.
Because everybody, because they still mad. They still mad about what she said about CC translating to the league. And I'm like, she said the same thing about Angel. So what is the uproar about? Like, I don't get it. It's like she has the right to, like with Candace Parker. I'm like, Candace Parker gonna like who she like, even if she don't tell you she like you. It is what she earned that. She's a GOAT, or she's like the greatest woman we've seen play. So that's just who they are. Like they look at everybody like this because they've been on that echelon so long, and they don't have a mind where it's like, I gotta think of how you think. They're not on that level you or me are on. They're on a whole nother plane. And people don't understand that.
And look, we had to spend half a show one time just talking about welcome to the rookie moments.
Right.
Because it's like, look, you professional, basketball is a contact sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a combat sport, but it's a contact sport. Okay.
Correct.
So that's why I'm surprised when someone has a no contact injury. It's a surprise because it's a contact sport. Let's get real with it. We had to host. We had to move our run sheet and have a half the show over welcome to the rookie moments.
Yeah.
This person said all your favorite players, male or female, this was they welcome to the WNBA moment. This is a welcome to the NBA moment, and this is what it is. So Angel Reese, rookie. CC rookies. What's up, Rook? All right.
Yeah.
You know, Kobe Bryant. What's up, Rook? How the ribs? Taste the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Sauce in the rib.
Yep.
That was Kobe's thing. It's like, so what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, when we move on for the rookie year, okay, we get there. We can move on from that. You know, and so
hey, you know when AT
but without educating,
yep.
you just still running with a whole bunch of crazy nonsense and false narratives. But it takes folks like us to keep it real and 100 and keep educating folks. I don't disagree with you, but let me give you the reality of the history and what the situation is.
Yeah. Cause that what AT did to Angel got her back nasty this year. When she set that hard ass screen, hard ass slipping, I said, "Oh, that was payback." And she gave her that look. I said, yeah. Angel ain't rap tight, dog. She on something else. Camilla was looking like, damn, ho, like shit.
It's defense while they playing against Connecticut ain't traveling to New York.
My son cooked some chicken tacos, man.
Oh, that's cool. At least he did something. Mine don't cook.
I'll let y'all know in the chat that we was cooking in dinner time. But
what you say?
I couldn't miss y'all again.
You say this defense ain't showing up?
Hell, what? Hey, they need to fire the defensive coordinator right now. The dude that they got running this defense, they need to fire him right now.
But it ain't no John Quill.
Listen what I'm telling you. Hey, when is the last time you see somebody play a zone defense and keep getting broke down because they ain't properly rotating? They switching instead of rotating in the zone.
So let me ask you this: so you need so what do you think needs to be done? Do you think Becky needs to have that talk? Like, look, man, I'm not letting Becky off the hook, man. Becky keep letting this bullshit slide. She living off her laurels, dog. She just is.
I dropped the video called "Becky, Where's the Help?" So I ain't letting Becky off.
Hey,
Auntie, say that shit again, Auntie.
I dropped the video called "Becky, Where's the Help?" Look, it got they stats up and it got Asia's stats up. Asia having an MVP year.
I saw that shit. I almost crashed the car when you made that video.
Hey, the ball go to the corner, right? You got the opposite guard from the opposite side of the floor chasing to the strong side of the floor, but you in the 2-3 zone. There's a guard, and then the guard that's on that side where the ball is dropping to the middle of the paint, and the other guard has to run all the way across to cover her person. I'm like, bro, what are they doing?
No, that's terrible. That sounds like Chicago Sky defense.
Hey, I'm telling you, listen. Go back and watch when we just play zone defense. You like, dog, who's teaching this? Like, who told y'all to do this? Somebody come across your face, there's no tag, right? Somebody cross your face, what do? You tag. No tag. You just run smooth, cut, stop, do whatever you want. You just cut across. But we already learned that from the interview last night that they already told them not to tag when you cut across somebody cut across your face. So
Rob, that's why we don't like no zone defense over here.
I don't play zone.
Oh God, I hate zone, man.
What's up with it?
At the best, be educated enough where you have like a hybrid. You give them some kind of hybrid, illusion. You kind of falling in and out of it, throwing the offense off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Hey, Lorenzo, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Angel did that Ryan thing. There was something behind that. Her and Ryan don't get along like that because Ryan be doing a lot of talking. Angel caught her ass slipping and she walked over there with a little, hey, you okay? It wasn't no you okay like you okay. Is you okay like, yeah, don't run across that screen again. Because Ryan looked like she got shot. When she got hit, she fell out. I said, damn, pick Ryan up. Yeah, she gave Ryan that.
Bro, what do y'all got going on right now?
KB, the best player on the Aces so far. Kirsten Bell?
Hey, no, she hooping. She letting them threes go today. And they going in. But the problem is we doing way too much dribbling when we ain't got to do this much dribbling. Everybody's over dribbling for no reason. Just pass, cut, shoot. Pass, cut, shoot. Simple basketball. Keep it simple.
Hey, man, all I can say is, man, that's how they are, man. Look, Becky, listen, man, Becky, hey, Hall of Fame coaches get let go too, man. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Hey, listen, you can't blame a coach for a low basketball IQ.
Hey, man, but I could blame the /GM for not getting rid of these people. I'm just saying. Look, you /GM too.
Listen, AJ, you done been around the block now. A coach could put you in the right position. There's like, all right, let's take to the football field, right? A coach could put you in the right position to go make the play, and you can't make the play because you just
can't make the play, right?
So how much is that on the coach? I schemed you to be wide open to tell you what to do, and then you turn around and still didn't get the job done. That ain't on me.
Look, all I gotta say is this. You had the money, you went to the grocery store, you bought these groceries, and now when you get home, you had a couple bad eggs, had some celery that went all the way right. That's on you. You ain't cooking right. Look, I can't look. If it was a GM there and they were making the moves and Becky and she was stuck with this bullshit, I'd be like, you know what, man, Becky, you right, man. These players and the GM ain't cutting it, but you part of the GM though. So I'm just saying.
So here's the thing though, because I see Jay talking about it's the Suns, right? This is the Suns. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, it don't matter.
In a win that you ain't gonna accept in a loss. That's me.
Yep, exactly.
The same way I'm gonna hold you in a loss and hold you accountable for, I'm gonna do it in a win. If I feel like, hey, the defense ain't acceptable, it's got to get better. That's what it is. Listen, if we go in and we play the same type of defense, New York is gonna light us up by 30, and they ain't even that good. This is what it is.
That's true.
Man. Listen. When you create bad habits travel. You got to create winning and great habits for that. Because the thing about habits, right? Yeah. It takes 30 days to imply good habits for you to sustain. And so whatever they're trying to do, it ain't going to look pretty at the beginning. It's going to take 30 days for you to create that habit. That's the problem. I mean, that's the part.
Yeah, you still got to keep your intensity up, no matter if it's the worst team in the league or the best team. And that's what we were just talking about that with the Minnesota Lynx. Yeah. Like they're walking around like they're made champions or they won. And that's why when they got punched in their mouth by the Fever, they lost the game because they got punched in the mouth. They didn't know how to recover from it because they've been playing on cruise control. And then when it was time for them to step up, they couldn't get to the top ceiling. They couldn't get to the top of the flow. They were still stuck. So you got to play like that every game, man. You can't just because it's the Sun, you supposed to be beating the Sun 90 to something. Like blow their ass out.
There's some expectations going on around here.
Hey, no, this ain't loaded. This just real. Listen, I look at it in the lens of like, man, what makes sense? What can we do to improve? And it's the small things for me. It ain't the big thing. It's the small things, the detailed things, right? Communication on defense, not giving straight line drops to the rim, right? Cutting the ball off, making somebody do something different and not do the same thing every time they come down the court. Listen, if you can catch the ball and go hard, pound right, dribble to the rim, that's a problem. That's a problem defensively that we have to fix because you should not be allowed to catch a ball and take 3-pound dribbles to the rim. That shouldn't happen ever. Those are the things that's happening.
Man, you got 5 fouls to give, so I can think about it on that, man. Hey, man, I mean, I know just how I came up. I mean, don't take anything wrong when I laugh or when I'm smiling, but I love the game. I get serious, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, you know, sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying, you know what I mean?
No, I don't take none serious, bro. It be people on YouTube being their feelings. They think I care. I leave the stream and I go live my life. I got a life outside of here, so I don't. Nothing bother me. You good? I'm the same way.
Hey,
and I love Rob and Ray. Rob,
It ain't even funny, though, but it's funny that Kirsten Bell just barked on Morrow. Like, she just blocked her and barked on her. Like, get that in shot here. Just talking to her. Like, welcome to the league, Rook.
Well, Morrow's going to take. But Morrow's going to take, from what I've seen, because I watch every game of hers, she's going to take it's going to be about 3 years before she's really acclimated. That's why I want her to work with somebody like Naz Hillman, because Naz is a combination of I can play the 3 or I can play the 4, but I can move.
Slow down for me. Slow down for me. Sometimes you need to slow down. Say it again. How many years is your opinion? I said 2 to 3. Now put it all together again, because remember, if you will, remember you're educating folks. Now basketball heads in here, but yeah. Put it all together. Slow it down for folks so they can really let that job.
Okay. My fault. Anissa Morrow played 4. In college, you don't have a lot of big 4s or 5s. You'll probably play 1 or 2 teams like that. She has to learn how to stretch the floor from the 3, and she's going to have to learn how to guard 3s, because her size is not going to allow her to get a double-double every night. And she's not going to last long in this league, because, see, what people don't understand, that takes a toll on your body, like battling. And when you don't have that, you don't have that physique or that build, you'll be out the league in 3 to 5 years. If that, it might be 3, depending on her, if she don't change the way she plays. She's going to have to learn how to shoot. And that's what Rob was saying. That's all he was saying. Rob I love Anissa Morrow. He like Anissa Morrow. Who don't like a player who plays hard? But if you're on a team that's bad and you're not showing something at that 4, that 5, you're going to have to move outside. So I want her to learn from a Naz Hillman, because Naz learned how to play outside. Because remember, Naz was always playing in the post at Michigan. She would always play down there battling. So she had to learn how to get her range together, and that's the reason why she's probably up for 6th Woman of the Year this year, because she learned how to transition.
Here's my biggest thing with the whole Connecticut. One, she got dropped to the wrong team, so let's start there, right?
That's true. That is true. That does work. Yeah.
If you already know that you're gonna have a losing season, you might as well just play her at the 3 and play a bigger lineup. So now she has a half a season, a third of the season of being at that. And when she goes to the off season, she knows exactly what she needs to work on, instead of people allowing her to put bad tape out there at the 4, and people just allow her to play the 3. That's it, and be done with it.
I agree, and I think she'll be solid at the 3. Like, I've seen her guard some 3s. She guards them better than she do the 4s and the 5s. She's just too small. Like, she's not going to be able to battle with an Angel, a Kiki, and them every night at Asia, and it's showing. And that's all Auntie was saying. You were saying. I was saying. We love Anissa, but dog, you got to play the 3. You can't play in the post. You can't.
But here's the thing. She could play in the post, but if you're playing the 3 position, you play bigger. That means she's going to have a smaller guard on her. She's going to have somebody smaller.
Correct.
So now you have an advantage.
Yes, exactly.
But you need a stretch floor, though, to do it, to get it off. Because you need people that can stretch the floor for her to allow to be played with space. And that's the biggest thing that people don't be realizing. Like, right now, she got Dana Evans on her, right? She had Lloyd on her. She couldn't score in the points with Lloyd, right? She can't score against KB. So what we doing?
Yeah. I mean, look, she needs to have an off season. She's a player that didn't have an off season. That's no excuse, but still, she need an off season where she can adjust and get some more muscle on her, some more weight on her. Like, look, I didn't even really have her projected real high coming out in this draft. I just didn't. Like, I thought it would take her at least 2 to 3 years to get acclimated because she played the 4 where she was at because they didn't have nobody else. Rosario was soft there. And then who else they had? Wolfenbarger. They didn't do their job. So she had to play the 5 at times with Sanaya. So I think that did a disservice to her, like playing the 4 and the 5, her junior and senior year.
She's got more missed baskets on KB than she scored on KB.
Right.
Like, come on, man. I'm sitting here watching the game right now as while they're talking.
Andre, it's a lot of 6'6" players small for Angel. Angel just a dog, man. She's one of one. She's different. She's different.
How you feel about the defense, Seth? How you feel about the defense? I seen a lot of like, this ain't gonna work.
I'm not impressed with the game. I mean, we were supposed to beat Connecticut, but again, like I need to see it against. Like I said, show up in New York. I don't have no opinion. Like it looked good now. It looked good now, but you playing against. And I ain't even gonna say the Connecticut is a trash team. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say the Connecticut is a trash team because when Mabry's hitting her shot, when Tina Charles is out there, when JC Sheldon is shooting, they're scrapping. They're bothering people. I'm not saying that they making the playoffs, but they bothering people. I don't know why Tina Charles came off the bench. Is she battling injury? Maybe
she was hurt. It was a game time decision.
I think she got something on her shoulder.
It was a game time decision. She was her shoulders, so she just ended up playing at the last minute to get them on extra body.
Like to get it out run. So they're a young team. I don't think that they took I think they kind of took the season to kind of figure out who they are. But I expect Connecticut to look real different next year. But I'm not impressed with. I'm not walking away from this like, yo, we so back. I'm not walking away from this like, yep, Becky fixed it. I'm not walking away with none of that. I'm walking away like, okay, I see y'all on Tuesday.
I got more questions. I got answers right now from this game.
I don't know, man. The stuff going on with the Aces, the stuff for the Aces. You think
some people don't know,
like
with me coaching, I got more questions based upon the stuff that I see. They don't translate to winning. Winning happens. That's why I have more questions. So I don't want to push that out to everybody because that might not be for everybody in the way they watch the game. So my experience is that's why I say I'm not. I got more questions about this game and then playing Connecticut. Yeah,
look,
and here's the last thing I'll sit up. I don't like
you go hate me
on the bench. I don't like that. I hate that front running stuff. I'm not cool with that.
Hey Rob, you go hate me, but I'm gonna tell you, you go hate me. Y'all didn't need Jewel Lloyd, dog.
That ain't the issue, man. I keep telling you that.
No, I'm saying, but you could have gotten a defender wing and you could have got somebody to come off that bench. You feel me?
Hey, listen, they're not trying to play anybody off the bench. I don't know what you want me to tell you about them and his bench that you be trying to get. Like, Drew Lloyd going to the bench does nothing because she don't want to play anybody off the bench. Okay,
no, I'm saying, even if Jewel go to the bench, that's not gonna help you. Your bench suck because y'all traded for bum ass Tasha Fitzpatrick or whatever, St. Patrick. Then it sucked. And it sucked because y'all kept Kia Stokes around when she ain't doing shit. The same shit she give you.
No.
Yeah.
Not why she sucks. She sucks because they're telling her to do two things on the court. That is play defense and rebound. Don't do anything else outside that realm.
So she don't do shit.
No. What she's asked to do from the Aces organization, she is doing it to a T. Now, it might not be
doing what to a T. Doing what to a T. Man, you better stop playing, man. That girl Kia Stokes is like this. Hey, y'all want some of this Kia Stokes? I got you here. Here you go.
Cool,
Here
but
you
you're
go.
not. Here's the thing,
Here,
though.
man. Island.
You saying that,
Wow.
I know what I would do, but what I'm telling you, what the organization is telling them to do, to play defense and rebound. That's the only thing you do. If you shoot the ball, you're coming out.
That, well. That's why they traded for Alyssa Smith. Because she not doing that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, listen, I'm like this, Becky. It was good knowing you. The rest of the organization, the people that was there, good knowing you. You got to go. We're going to bring in some new eyes and some new heads. Like, yo, we need to bring in some better talent, the GM. Because this is terrible. The team construction is terrible, dog. It's Asia or bust again.
It's not fair. They rely on 3 people and everybody
Okay,
else.
here's the thing. All right, I wasn't gonna say that, but since you keep on talking about the Aces, here we go. Here's the hot take. Here's the problem with the Aces right here. Here's why none of this shit gets fixed. Because Becky came in and she didn't know shit about Vegas. She didn't know shit about the WNBA. She didn't know shit about any of that. So you know what Becky did? She hung out with her team. And you know what happened? Now Becky is best friends with her team. And so now when it's time to call them on a goddamn carpet and hold them accountable, she can't. You know why? Because we done drank together, we done prayed together, and we done popped champagne together. That's why. So now she can't because I know every fucking thing you do because we're friends. So Becky has to go. I don't know if her. When people tell me that somebody's offense is too complicated, I don't understand. See ball, make ball, see ball, shoot ball, make ball. God damn it, that's basketball. See ball, shoot ball, make ball. The shit doesn't get complicated. Don't get what are you gonna do? Like we just had this conversation. You gonna screen, you gonna pin down, you gonna dribble hand off, you gonna press somebody, you gonna run a zone, you gonna one-on-one. Come on, stop it. It ain't too complicated. Either you can play basketball or you can't. But Becky is too busy trying to be friends with her team. So she can't call on the carpet. No, can't hold them accountable. And there's no GM in there to call Becky out for her not being able to do her job as a coach. But I didn't want to have to say all of that, but that's my opinion.
It's the core, not the entire team. It's the core. It's the core players.
But those are the people those are the ones that need to be called on the carpet. You keep holding some people that you bought here. You keep holding some people that just got here accountable for some shit that you ain't even let them try to see if they can do. So you're like, oh, they can't do it. Get rid of them. Meanwhile, Kia Stokes still start. When the fuck you gonna talk to her? Asia shows up in the presser and tells you what? Everybody leave Kia Stokes alone. Kia Stokes she do so much. She do so much. Asia's so nice. He's just not gonna call Asia,
nice.
Asia. When was the last time somebody came? KP told y'all. Asia told me get my shit together. When was the last time somebody came and said, hey, Asia told me get my shit together. See, Asia got to tell them to get their shit together. But Asia also got to tell Becky, get your shit together. Becky, you show up better for me. Because I'm showing up in mid-season at the beginning of the season for you every year. Becky, you show up better for me. Because you was the one popping that shit at the end of last season. Becky's going to look different. You was the one threatening us with a good time. I don't coach effort. I'll take your time away. Who the fuck you to sit down? Nobody. But we look like a team that don't got a general manager. We look like a team that don't got a standard, and we don't got any accountability because there's no checks and balances in the goddamn building. That's the problem.
And then I'm not putting everything on Jewel Lloyd, but Rob, I'm not bringing you to my team after your feelings was hurt by Skylar. Like your mental, I can't put you on my team, and you just let this person who didn't win a championship there, who has no Seattle Storm aura, hasn't been with the organization you've been with, and you let them punk you at your team? Come on, man. You can't come to my team, dog. I'm sorry. It's like, hey, you cool over there, but trade her over there. I would have traded for Rakia or somebody. I tried to get somebody. Not her though.
You're lost.
You're
talking about.
I'm not trying to set one of these.
Good luck.
If I can interject a little bit of history, it's like me personally, I'll have to lean more towards the GM. But anyway, let me give a little back pedal of history because I was there. Micah Finley was on the phone call when we suggested Becky Hammond for the San Antonio Spurs staff. And it's not hindsight. What was being thrown around at the time and for quite a bit of time, but for whatever reason it didn't line up right. It just is what it is. Becky was supposed to be Pop's replacement. But we're talking about the San Antonio Spurs, a very strong organization, which has a very strong machine type operation. Like you could be the most talented number one player in the world, but if you can't fit as a cog within this machine, we're gonna have to trade you. You know what I'm saying? And
they just shut them down.
Do I even have the resources to create the structure that I just came from? Why in the hell did you hire me? I came from this. I'm bringing this, and it's like, well, hell, you know. And I know, like, okay, it's good for the WNBA, but I'm like, what's really best for Becky? I'm like, Becky should have kept her ass in San Antonio. But I get it, I understand it. And then Pop shouldn't have hung on that long. Pop shouldn't have had to hang on that long. Wait till he had a damn stroke, right, to step off. But
Ron, we've already talked about Chelsea.
I'm just giving you that background. I know we're having this conversation, but let me go back, 10 years? You know, and
I mean, you can go back. You can go back. But see, the problem.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, you can go back. I appreciate
you good.
Yeah. But the thing is, Becky around here looking like Becky is around here looking like Steve Kerr. That's the problem.
I don't care if she don't. Yeah. Michael Finley was like, I don't care if she don't stand. I don't care if she don't stand. I'm like behind the scenes, like real, like the way dude started, like, I don't care if she don't stand. What is that? I don't care if she doesn't stand. I don't care if she doesn't piss standing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
This is what we need. This is what we need to come in and bring up for player development.
Well, no, Becky
came in. Now we have the issue coming up. The situation now is 2025. You know, would essentially come down to player development.
Does it? And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm about to push back on that, because the way Becky is coaching and the way the Las Vegas Aces is moving right now, it looked like Natalie was doing her goddamn job the last 3 years. So I don't know what the backstory
I'm just saying,
was.
it looked like
Let's have a real conversation about what the fuck
it looked
on.
like it.
See,
it looked like it.
We want to talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation since you got some backstory here. You got the whistle ready. Let's talk about it. It looked like Natalie was doing the job because it looked like Golden State. You didn't think Golden State was gonna be shit when they put that. When you looked at it on paper, you was like, nope. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna be nothing. Now it look like they might goddamn be in the playoffs. It looked like they might. It looked like they might ruin somebody's goddamn dance card, don't it?
Yeah.
Why? Because Natalie got them believing. Natalie got them working. Natalie got them playing defense. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, everybody's legs is kicked up, waiting on Asia to do something, including Becky. Everybody's like, but we don't got, but we got Asia. But we got Asia. But we got Asia.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Wild dog.
Just like last year, having Asia ain't enough.
I don't know.
That's better than that.
What we call that is cheap and lazy. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm keeping it real with you, Seth. We call that cheap and lazy.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid to watch
we know
TV,
that.
dog. You're not getting paid to watch TV, dog. Get to work.
But we know that Becky came in here this year thinking, I'm gonna trade for this name, and I got Asia. We figure it out after that. That's all she was thinking. She wasn't thinking about building a team or like Rob said, she don't use her bench. Even if you had 3 good people on the bench, she ain't gonna use them. She is like, I got Asia, that's it. I got Asia, you don't, that's it. But she's not paying attention to the basketball operations and build a balanced team around Asia. She didn't even think about that.
I've been around hoops a long time. Tell me your favorite thing about each one of the Las Vegas Aces current assistant coaches. I'll wait.
Crickets.
We got a good development coach, but that don't mean that Becky on police to play the players.
Yeah, that too, Rob. And I told you, Hall of Fame coaches get let go too. I'm just saying, bro. Like, look, if I get you these players, and even if you get them, you're not gonna use them. What's the point? and then you play them out of position, and they don't look good because they don't play that position. So it's like,
all right, listen.
what are we doing?
I ain't gonna hold you, but I just seen something real interesting. I'm gonna shift this back to the Aces. I just seen something real interesting.
Hey, what we're saying, Dallas, what we're saying, Texas, change make a difference. Make a change.
You just froze on me. What you say, Rob?
I said I just seen something very interesting after this game with these player hugs and who talking to who. I'm gonna see if this person come to Vegas because I think she might be on her way to Vegas.
Who? Oh, Daughter?
I ain't saying no name.
Okay, we'll see if you're right. John Lucas Jr. is a good development coach. Okay, well, we should see some. How long?
I mean, but Ron, it's not. You can have a great. You can have a. Rob is saying this. You can have a great development coach, but if you don't play them, what's the point? It don't matter. Like even if I put Jewel on the bench, it ain't gonna matter. It don't matter.
I listen. You know why? Because if you on the bench, you gotta shut the hell up and don't talk.
Exactly.
You can't have no.
Man, you said it, and not me. Okay.
You have a voice. Hey, listen. If you got a voice on Vegas bench, you out of there. That's they already tell you. Listen, if you come in here and you got anything to say on this bench, you gone. Don't even worry about it. You got a minimum of 10 games with us. The minute you open your mouth,
is Richard Park.
It might be early.
You better crack some jokes. Bring a vibe. Play some songs. You hear me? That's what they asking you for.
It's not Rivers. Yep. I ain't even talking about Rivers. So y'all definitely ain't. That definitely ain't the person I'm talking about.
Oh no, it ain't no Rivers, man. Bro, why would you trade Rivers and that's a two? B Will, come on, you way brighter than that. You done said you way brighter than that.
Man, they've been screaming Mabry to Vegas since earlier this season.
Hey, listen, I seen something very interesting. I seen some people hugging. I seen some real conversations being had. What you gonna see? That's all I can tell you.
Judging on the hugs.
He said, "I'm judging on the hugs." No, Sanaya gave her a hug like you my idol. That ain't a hug to come get me.
No, it's you know what I'm saying. It's some interesting activity that happened. It ain't just the hugs.
Right. See, Rob thinking third level, fourth level.
Y'all be thinking that first level.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I hope they do something.
Rob, I need you to go out and coach a youth team. I don't know your details in your private life, but I need you to go teach some young folks. I need you to go coach.
I mean, hold on, Wild Dog. Hey, Wild Dog, let me tell you something.
Squad, man.
Everybody come up here on the everybody come, he got an official whistle right there. Everybody to come up here. Everybody come up here is official with what they talking about. We don't got just no YouTube content creators. Everybody got to have a resume. Everybody got to have something that they can stand on, something that they can tell me about to be able to come up on this platform and talk. We just don't have panels just to be having panels because it's cute. No, he didn't talk some kids.
Exactly.
He got some kids in college right now. He may got a couple kids on their way to the dub. You better check.
Hey.
Around here. This ain't your average YouTube channel over here.
And Seth, I don't put that out likely. I might throw that out there once, and then 9 times I'd be like, "Hey man, stay away from kids, man."
Hey, but here's the thing.
I'm like, here's the
thing though.
We trying to.
I don't know. Now I gotta ask you: Is you in Dallas or Fort Worth? I gotta see what side of town you on for real. Because I see how you acting. You kind of tricky right there. He said he gonna throw it out there one time, then tell you stay away from the kids. I see you, Wild Dog. Wow.
Wild
Dog is wild. Wild Dog. Wow.
Here's the thing, Wild Dog. I got 60 girls in college right now. 2 of them.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, I mean, we know each other, but I'm just saying I don't know you that well. But I'm just giving you your flowers by saying, "Hey, man, if you're not working with youth, I need you to go work with."
Hey, Wild Dog, you know why you don't know me that well is because I don't let everybody on my personal page because I have my girls on there, and I don't know what people's intentions are. Yeah. So I don't even give access to that unless I personally know.
If you don't know me by now, you'll never, ever.
don't want
But
to.
hey,
I don't want to.
if you need me to send you
anybody.
video clips, if you need me to send you video clips and me winning trophies and stuff like that, I can see that all day long. I got it.
Yeah. But I don't want to.
Especially when you play against some players. Hey, she didn't be close against some of them.
I just want to straight.
Danae, ain't nobody
straight
talking
give you
about
flowers
your
with that.
resume, Danae.
You know what I'm saying? And but I don't want to confuse anybody.
Danae, you still mad at me, Danae? I love you though, Danae.
Well, I thought Wild Dog said he knew Rob. We did clarify how we know each other, but I just want to clarify. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because.
Oh yeah, man. I just got to give you a hard time.
There's some dudes to be like, "Oh, I know the game, this and that." But I'll be like, "Yeah, do some commentary, man, but stay away from the kids, man. Don't coach nobody."
Look,
She said, "Yep, still mad."
He started. That's that Fort Worth side. I don't know. I gotta see.
I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle. So I just come real with it. I
can tell. I can tell.
Resource like even the dudes that switch for real, they current and former youth basketball coaches. So
see, here's the thing though. What you gotta realize
we'll be at high school games. We cover college games. We cover men's, women. We cover it all. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, Wild Dog. There's a code of conduct that come with stuff, right? Yeah. Just because you go into the coaching world, it's a small circle, right?
Yeah.
And so when you go start talking to the public and start talking about coaches, things like that, you better understand what come with that. If you go start talking crazy, stupid things like that, you could be hurting a future for one of your players because you feel some type of way about a coach. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to take that L on the chin and just keep it pushing. It's just don't send your player to that program. So that's the difference. That's why I don't really like I talk to S's and O's. I don't really talk about the coaching piece of it, like true coaches, because I understand that, hey, I might have had a former player there or a player that's getting ready to go there. So I'm not finna mess up opportunity for them because I didn't expose them for who they really are. You know what I'm saying? That's just not me, and that ain't gonna never be me. I just ain't in the business for that.
Right. Fine line to be walked. Because and then my role is really about being out of community and community service, and then be like trying to get cats in their right mode. Like some cats are already so gifted athletically, then it's like, hey man, because like it's a lot of money going around. These dudes ain't spending money on anybody. Let's get your grades right. Let's get your schoolwork right. You athletically, you already so far behind around everybody. We need to get you someplace that's going to develop you academically.
Well, here's the thing, though. You're talking about boys, not coach girls. I ain't got it. It's the difference. You got to coach on the girls' side. It's easy on the boys' side. You ain't really got to coach.
Look, man,
anybody
girls are different.
On the boys' side, you got two players that's athleticism, they can carry you in the game. On the girls' side, you got to have some players, and you got to be able to coach. That's what gets you exposed on the girls' side fast, if you can coach or not.
Yeah, cause see, like we down here, we in a hotbed. Within 20 miles, you got some of the best programs in any sport in the country. So we produce.
Cool. So whether you ain't got that talent, can you really coach? So you don't really know who some of these coaches are until you really put them in a situation where they're back against the wall and it's time to coach.
And it's starting to look like Becky can't coach.
One thing I'll tell you though, but see here, I'm gonna come on camera. I'm gonna make sure I'm on camera with this, right? One thing that'll tell you about a coach it's not if the head coach can do their job. You can only go as far as how good your assistant coaches are. Because your assistant coaches spend more time with your team than anybody else. So if you don't have good assistants, that's a reflection of the program and who the head coach is. So the best thing is invest into your assistant coaches. They can invest into your team, and it'll create winning habits, winning culture, and it'll allow you to win championships. That's the difference.
Because the team starts with the coaching team, the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So out here, we since you asked me on what side, I'm right in the middle of Dallas and Fort Worth. So like DFW. So I'm like literally right.
Like, okay, yeah. You right at the airport.
Yeah, exactly. I see the plane taking off and landing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right in the middle, but I've been all over. I've been, far north Dallas, which is like Denton County. I lived in Mesquite. I got people.
Who got the best high school girls? Who got the best high school girls team in Dallas? Right now?
The hotbed of talent. The hotbed of talent is right down there at I-20 and 67. So you got Oak Cliff,
South Dallas. You got Duncanville, Cedar Hill, DeSoto. That's the hotbed of talent. So,
Okay.
so for college, even going pros, this is the hotbed.
Do y'all got a big name in the city right now in high school?
Oh shoot! At every level. So we got Duncanville that just won the 6A.
Mm-hmm.
So Duncanville, basketball and football all around. They
didn't win it in football.
They
didn't win it in football.
They
didn't win it in football.
Yeah, but define winning when you have basically the number one QB in the country.
They didn't win. It don't matter what you got. Did you win? They didn't win. North
I
Carolina won.
I feel you, but I'm talking about youth and talent and what we're doing as far as putting folks into college and then coming in through with the draft.
Yes, on a year in, year out basis, I give them that hands down. But they didn't win it this. They didn't win it this year. That's all I'm saying.
Right, and then you got to understand. How can I say it? I'm giving you like a 20-mile radius. It's like you got options because if you 3A in Oak Cliff, you don't have to leave Oak Cliff. You don't have to move. Right? You don't have to be in Duncanville. You know, you can go to Cedar Hill. You don't have to be in Cedar Hill. You can be in DeSoto. Right?
Okay.
And really, technically, you don't have to. You can go 1 mile out of that radius and be in Grand Prairie because the scouts are down here. They're down
but
here.
It ain't just y'all ain't got just one name that the city come out for.
So you're gonna have visibility everywhere.
Got you. Okay.
And then in Texas, we've been on that. You know, free choice, parents' choice.
So
building charter schools. So even my son goes to a charter school.
You watch the Texas women's teams, all of the Texas women's teams?
As much as I can.
College teams.
We kind
of what's wrong with Joni now? What's wrong with Joni now? Texas, what's going on down there at Texas A&M? Why y'all can't down there?
Texas A&M? Oh shit.
Yeah, what's going on? Why y'all doing Joni like that? I want to know why y'all Joni like that down there. I know y'all got some money. Turn it loose. What's going on? Make the call.
We're trying to make the turn now where we can actually send more young folks, young men and women to A&M. So I only have an answer.
She need the help. She need the help right now.
I was doing some scouting for her right there when I was asking you what's in Texas that we can send right to Texas A&M because Joni, I'm trying to keep her on the employment line. She's gonna be the cutest little thing in the unemployment line. I'm trying to keep her out of there.
You think she need to go to the W, Auntie?
That's something we really
because some coaches may not can do college and they can go do professional. Some coaches just do better there. Some don't do professional, go college. So she might have to go there.
Better at Georgia. Seemed like she was doing better at Georgia.
She was, but also look at it though. Shit, I think what was it? Didn't she get Didn't she get more scholarships? Didn't she have more scholarships there than she had at Texas A&M, or is it about the same?
I mean, it's SEC, so I think it was about the same. But I think it's NIL money might have been the collective might have been the issue. How much money she was getting for the collective to spend?
Oh man, she should have took that job then. What the hell wrong with Joni?
But honestly, Texas basketball, we really been. I mean, even Mark Cuban, a lot of grassroots efforts to.
But men's hoops or women's hoops too?
Both. Like even with the Dallas Mavericks, you have gyms, which is basically young women's development, basketball development. So it's a whole commitment, a whole separate program. So you don't even have the young men and young women together. We have gyms, which is completely dedicated to development and the future of women's basketball. So that's like serious, real talk. That's what we own. And so, but you got to start somewhere and then try to level at each level up. And then like with the Aggies, try to like, look, what can we do? What do you need? What do we, to keep the programs at each level in Texas moving forward, so yeah. So a lot of things just ongoing. So I know specifically, and then, and then the whole thing with Texas football, we really trying to be like, look, it's not just football anymore. We got talent all the way around. And so we need to support the young folks and we need to have a place for them to go and get developed and have elite status.
Hey, hold on real quick, Wild Dog. Andre, I saw your comment, bro. Like, chill out. Kiki's having a good year in her own right. We need to big up all these women so we can create new rivalries instead of this BS that they're trying to push. So let's give Kiki her flowers. She's still in her first year. She'll be fine. Angel got her the first. Angel is different. But there's other players that she's gone against. Kiki done busted their ass. Like, busted their ass. So give her flowers. Like, both of them are great. Both of them are doing good right now. Kiki one day is gonna be one of the best in the league. I mean, she's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And Angel's is a different tier. Angel's thinking differently. They both played their game. Angel did her thing. Kiki is still out here balling. A lot of people didn't expect Kiki to be this good. Everybody thought Kiki. Everyone thought Anissa was better than Kiki. So
are we talking about Kiki years?
Yeah.
What we talking? Is it a question about whether or not she should be an all-star? What's the question?
No, he was saying Kiki is good, but she's not good as Angel. But that's a lot of players. Like Kiki's still doing good. Like but that's Angel.
Let me tell you something about Kiki. Let me tell you something about Kiki. Y'all want to know who Kiki is? Y'all go watch Kiki work against Asia.
Yeah.
About who Kiki is. Go watch Kiki work against Asia. Like Kiki had Asia frustrated. Like Kiki works. Now she's a rookie. She gonna grow, but her and Angel different type of games. But Kiki a dog in her own right. Like that's all.
She's just quiet. Kiki's just very quiet, but she's a dog too. Trust me. Yeah. Listen, for her to take Aaliyah Edwards' position first year, because Aaliyah ain't no slouch either. Aaliyah a baller.
Come on now.
Aaliyah a baller now. Kiki took that spot.
Go look at the numbers. Kiki's rookie year numbers blow Aaliyah's out the water.
Hey, blow it way out the water. And Aaliyah can play now. She a baller.
Hell yeah.
But Kiki doing some shit. She got Shakira out here barking too. I'm just saying.
So and all I'm saying is sometimes it's just instead of just ask a question. It's better than making a statement, right? I know you got passion. I know you want to be 100 about stuff, but ask questions. The chat should be full of questions. What do you think about this? What is that? I mean, we on here, we live. Ask a question. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, because boy, rather than expose yourself, ask. It's cool. Ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Like you comparing Kiki, like Angel is different, bro. Like Angel is damn near at 700 points and rebounds, bro, in the span of 2 years, bro. That shit crazy. Like she's doing shit that we've never seen before. It's like crazy. And Kiki's doing stuff as well we never seen before. So you know what I'm saying? That's our future that we watching. We're watching two probably the best fours in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm just saying. And then you got Sarah Strong and Joyce coming through the back door too. So hey, it's gonna be some shit these next 5 to 10 years for real. Of the fours. I mean, we were like, what's going on? It's like Seth, even here in Texas, we even we even recruit retirees. Like this is for real serious stuff. So we even recruit retirees to come retire in Texas or North Texas, especially. Come retire here. What your money you got, it'll stretch further here. And that's what got a finance corridor. This is real talk. Oh, then what am I going to do in your free time? Well, we can have you work with our youth development, or we have elite. We're trying to expand our elite, men and women, elite sports programs. Can you come help us with our elite sports programs, in your spare time? Or this could be your retirement. It's not, continue to love the game that loved you. Continue to give back to the game that loved. This is what for real legitimate stuff we own. So from the bottom roots up, building up talent, men and women, and also at the end, that's why we got Cheryl Swoops here. We got people like Nancy. We try to bring the talent in, be like, hey, we got work for you to do. We value you. You know what I'm saying? Come retire here. Come help things develop. This is the place to be. That's what we own.
Y'all make sure y'all run them likes up.
A like is free. You know, hit it on the way in. 2 likes from my house on the way in.
Exactly. Like and the share. They both right there. So, y'all, we've been doing this thing for about 3 hours. I got to get ready to get out of here. I'm back, y'all, for America Cup Hoops. Come back and hang out with me.
I'm gonna be on Showtime on Point stuff. So we about to do the game. So I'm about to hop right over there streaming. So people who on my channel.
Which game you doing? Which game you doing?
We're doing the Sky game.
Sky game. Okay. Wild Dog, what you got coming up on your channel?
Oh, we usually record every Friday night.
Okay.
So I love to have you on. We love having guests. You know, we've had retired players on. We've had journalists. We've had coaches on. We try to spread the love, give people their flowers, and have them promote what they're doing. So we open invitation. Especially Rob and Seth. We'd love to have you on sometime. Again, we record on Friday nights, and that's usually how we've been doing it, so everybody can get together. And
Danae, the Lynx game, but you mad at me, so you're not gonna come support my page. But I still love you though, Danae. Even though you want me to keep it, I'ma still throw it your way when you're not looking and walk off.
Wow. Before you tell us what you got coming up.
So Rob, I got your email, and I'll let you know dates and times, and I'll leave it to you. And we work off a run sheet, so we operate a little differently. We operate a run sheet, so if anyone or you or anyone on your side is available, basically 6 to 7 p.m. Texas time, I'll email you, bro. We'd appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Just email me. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, so before we get out of here, Banji Baby's question: why are all the Angels' biggest hating ass retired players former bigs? You think so?
Hayden. Oh, you talking? It's not a hate thing. It's like okay. They know Angel's great, but it's not that they're not giving her credit. It's just that I don't know. It's like it's with guards too. It's like they don't just give you that rite of passage. But once she keep going through the fire and keep doing these things she's doing, but they see it. It's just certain players can't say certain stuff because of what they're tied to, but they see it. If that makes sense to the chat, because I know what y'all talking about.
Wild Dog Rob, chime in.
I already got a comment on it. I mean, it is what it is, man. You gotta earn respect in the league, right? The more you continue to grow to elevate, the more hate that comes with it, right? Nobody wants to be around a loser. When you start winning, that's the type of things that come with it. So I mean, everybody goes through it. Once you start winning, the biggest trolls, the biggest hate comes your way. And you just got to understand how to deal with it on an everyday basis.
I mean, look at Shaq. For years, Shaq didn't get no love until what? He got them 3. The bigs weren't giving him no love. They didn't respect him. And once he got them rings, it was after that they started showing him love. Kareem, Bill, Wilt, they weren't showing Shaq no love.
Hey, Shaq got his love from the NBA rule changes.
That too. But
that's a conversation for another day. Rob, what you got coming up on your channel?
Oh, y'all know what time it is. It's Sunday. Y'all know Buffs Talk in about hour and 40 minutes. The Buffs Talk will be every Sunday. Coach Dre, B. Watts on the platform. So, man, y'all come check it out. If y'all like Colorado Buffs, y'all want to talk about Deion Sanders, any of the Sanders, yeah, man, y'all just pull up. But, you know, the channel, football season about to start. So, the channel finna be back up, going crazy. So, I've been on a little chill break with football talk, but it's about to start ramping back up. So
I'm gonna come over there and start talking shit. Let's go.
Come on, man. Come on with it. I love it.
Y'all know what it is. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm back at 8:00. We got to go metal to go get. We got 3 Gamecocks on the floor. Y'all pull up and rock with me. Y'all know we're gonna be at Auntie's house. If you did not hit the like on the way in,
Hey, it's 3. It's I thought it was only 2. Camilla and Joyce.
Isla McDowell is a Brazil is on the Brazil team.
That's
too.
right. I forgot you were with Brazil. Shout out to McDowell, man. Beast.
Yes. She didn't get a chance playing a lot right now, but she getting a lot of good experience. So we appreciate that. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Wild Dog, appreciate you coming and sharing your opinions and your thoughts about what we had going on today. Y'all know what it is. Say less, me more. Your Sunday afternoon guilty pleasure. Back next week. Until next time. Y'all know what it is. Rob the Man Media. Welcome to HDiiTV. Wild Dogs. Let's talk sports.